Hello and welcome to Sydney, Cape Breton's port city, a popular spot here on Cape Breton Island. So many things to do as people come into the port and into the harbor on cruises or on the ferry. Go take a trip to see the waterfalls, the beautiful countryside here in Nova Scotia. And as you come in, you can see the world's largest fiddle and many monuments and memorials as it played a large part in World War II for the Royal Canadian Navy. Or take a trip just a couple blocks up from the harbor to the Center 200 and see the BKT Tires World Women's Curling Championship 2024. Our feature matchup this afternoon. Turkey taking on Scotland. We're getting to the end, near the end for round robin play. Let's meet the teams for Turkey. Their lead, Berfin Şengel. Their second, İlfayet Şakaş Shalikashu. The third, Osner Palat. And the skip for this team in their third straight trip, Dilshat Yildiz. And they will take on Scotland, their lead, Sophie Jackson. Second, Sophie Sinclair. Their third, Jennifer Dodds. And the skip of the Scottish representatives here, Rebecca Morrison. Both these teams coming in a little bit lower records than they would have hoped. Coming in, you see two teams have qualified. Canada at 9-0, Italy 8-1. Then Switzerland 7-2, along with Korea 2 losses, but Korea 1 last game played. Denmark at 6-3, then Sweden is the 6th seed, so that'd be the end of the playoffs right there. US still holding on to a chance, along with 6 losses technically still around, including Scotland. Turkey at 7 is eliminated from the playoff contention, as are Estonia and New Zealand. So there's the 13 teams in the standings where we sit coming into session 16. 4 games on slate. Our feature game, Turkey and Scotland, will be on sheet A. Sheet B, Estonia takes on Sweden. Sheet C, it's Denmark and Switzerland. And then on sheet D, Korea against Norway. So we've set the table. We've seen everything we need to see coming in. We'll talk about the standings, how implications, Olympic qualification points for each of these teams. Because they're close in the standings, a win here, you might vault yourself up a number of Olympic qualification points. But we have lots of time to discuss that as we have 10 ends scheduled for this matchup. Turkey taking on Scotland. Luke Coley along with Melissa Saligo. Scotland trying to get things going. They had a big win against Switzerland, but they've had some disappointing games, so they're trying to get that consistency moving forward.
Exactly. That's exactly what they're trying to do, Luke. This is a huge game for them if they were even to try and stay in the running. And they just, you know, they've got an okay strategy that they're calling at the moment, but they have to be able to execute with that strategy. So you have to talk about it as a team, and you need to figure out what do I need to do? What do I need to do to make the most out of each of my players?
And on the flip side, Turkey and their rank 6-6 record last year. They beat Scotland in the last round robin session a year ago. Tough loss last night. Now they're back on the ice, trying to improve, keep getting better. They're not going to be better than their record last year, but finish strong. Those Olympic points also a big factor.
What a game that team brought out against Team Canada. They played magnificent. And if they could ever play like that here, they're going to give Scotland a run for their money.
And 10 ends are scheduled. 6 ends minimum must be played. 38 minutes of thinking time, 1 60-second timeout. And the free guard zone with no tick on those first 5. If it's on the center line, you can't move it off. And Scotland wins that last stone in this first end. So Turkey and Berfin Şengel will get this game underway.
And Turkey has been pretty comfortable with rocks in play, so they're not going to be too afraid to try and mess it up a little bit with Scotland. Scotland, I would say, is a little bit more cautious, a little bit more defensive, trying not to get themselves into trouble earlier in ends.
Güzel. Bravo. Kız bu niye çıkmış? Sen niye çıktın?
Well, it's been a common theme that stone goes in, then we'll see the hit to try and get it out of the forefoot for most teams. Sophie Jackson, the lead for Scotland. The third Worlds, trying to hit and roll to the wing.
Yeah, hard. Hard. Yeah. 10-2. Hard to.
Trying to hit and roll away, as you say, with Luke, just even a foot or so if they can. That's not bad, but would have been nice to roll into the 8-footer, 12.
What was that?
10-7.
Okay.
Is that light? Yeah.
10-7.
3-2. 75'ti az önce buradan 75'e 8'di. Böyle 3-1'li 3-2'li. He.
Barefin, 21 years of age.
Very young front end for Turkey. It's a promising sign moving forward for fairly young federation.
Bravo. 26.
She's had a great week so far, very consistent. So Scotland could elect to throw the corner guard with that stone that's kind of moved off the full 4-foot. But like I say, they're a little bit more on the defensive side, especially in this first couple of ends. So happy to hit this one.
11. Hard. Hard to stick it. 10-8. Same weight.
Good.
Nice.
Good.
Oh, not necessarily the words you want to hear. Hard to stick it. A little better than hard for a piece.
True.
Which is less. She said her first one was quite bad.
Looks like it was no problem, however. Hit it pretty much on the nose. So both teams will continue to just exchange stones here.
El Fayed Shafak Shalikashu, 21-year-old. Again, that 21 on the front end.
Bayağı bayağı. İyiydi. Kontroldü.
Shalikashu playing in last year's Worlds as well with this team. They went 6-6 last year. Obviously, you want to improve, but a lot of things go your way. You get some breaks throughout 12 round-robin games.
14-5 here.
And the caliber at this tournament goes up and up and up every year. It's a very tough competition. It's a week long or 10 days long, really, as we know, and it's really important to try and get your best out of every single game, but it's tiring, it's fatiguing.
Carolyn now. Line's good.
Line's really good.
But Turkey has just put
Carolyn alone now.
a really great show on this week. There's been just so many great shots by that team. They should be very happy with the way they've been playing.
Good serve. Nice serve. Get time on that. 14-4.
So out to the wing for Sophie Sinclair.
Aynen 3-2.
Both sides
3-1, 3-2.
pretty content in playing this out as a wide open first end.
Just talking about the ice conditions, we have been very clear. It's been very consistent all week, running about 14.5, almost 15 seconds between the two hog lines. So draw weight is so fast, and it's really easy just to put the rock down and let your brushers manage it the entire way down the ice. So if you can ever figure out what that draw weight is and just lock it in, you're going to be good from start to finish here at this event.
10. Clean. Pause. Yep. Clean. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Clean. Hard, Jed. Whoa. Clean. Clean.
Good serve.
Good. Good sweep, Jed. 9-7.
Well, for Scotland, some games you probably thought they could have won. They lost to New Zealand, who's below them in the standings. But they come up with big wins against Norway and Switzerland. So showing they're capable of playing out that up level. It's just which Scotland team's going to show up.
And that's just talking about the consistency. They just have been very, very inconsistent this week, and that's really what has got them the record that they have at 3-6 right now.
Osner Palat. Get enough to hit and remove it, but doesn't stick around, so chance for Scotland to play that draw.
You always want to hit and stick on those so-called easy ones. You don't want to give your opposition these extra chances to throw this draw weight.
Jennifer Dodds, veteran at the Worlds, also an Olympic gold medalist, 2022, playing with Eve Muirhead.
It's running a wee bit this time. So 14. There it goes. Wait on it. So 4. Okay. Line's good.
Jennifer did double duty at that Olympic Winter Games, also playing in the mixed doubles with Bruce Mowat finishing 4th.
Nice, good. Really good. 14-6. Nice. Good sweep still.
Kontrol.
Oh, yep.
Yap.
Yep.
Yap.
Side. Yap, yap, yap, yap, yap. Sen Şafak. Sen. Çok iyi, devam et. Yap. Sen.
Güzel.
Nice shot, just changing the position of the stone for Scotland to have to chase it now.
And with the thinking time given to each team, you don't want to waste too much time in an end like this. Just moving at a brisk pace.
Queen.
Seni. Yep.
Yep. Yep. Hard. Yep. Good.
10-5.
Good. Okay.
So skip stones now this first end.
A little more
10-5.
curl there.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I saw your hair tight.
So that
Hair
was
tight,
it.
okay.
Ha, ben griperi giyineyim. Şimdi de son diğer.
This is the kind of end that you have, there's a lot of communication about weights, about lines. You need to know the paths so that later in the game, you can go back into your memory bank and say, hey, that's where we threw in the first end. We know this one.
27-year-old skip for Turkey. Dilshat Yildiz
Ben de bu. Biraz
went from
iyi.
2 wins up to 6 wins last year.
Oh.
They have 2 wins already. Trying to see if they can come out with a couple more before this event's over.
Dönsün. Çok iyi, tamam. Güzel. Gelir sıyla. Çok iyi abla. Güzel.
Hızlı şey, onun da
You'll see that unique delivery for Yildiz.
Got a bit of more curl here than on the other side.
Yeah, unique, but definitely consistent.
Yeah.
She's very,
You
very
can
good
hold
at
it
being
off.
consistent on that release.
11. Nice for 11.
Here's a look at that release, sort of sets it, goes and pulls it back and goes again. Finds its little, got to do it rather quick on a hit when you're coming out of the hack quickly. Yes, a different for Rebecca Morrison. We'll just do it once.
Turn it. Yes, Alex. Whoa. Yep.
It's listed as her 3rd Worlds, but technically her 2nd. A couple years ago had to withdraw due to
Yep.
COVID within the team. They didn't finish that event,
Nice.
as that'll roll off to the side.
Nice, Becca.
Good. Good.
So you don't see that very often in curling a DNF.
No kidding.
Nice, Becca.
Yok yapmıyorum. Ben de yapamazsam çıkarım. Ben aldım.
But able to come back and here for another year, see what they can do to finish off this.
Looking for a nose hit here or hit and roll. Definitely wants to stay in the rings. Just for Scotland to a tiny bit more difficult of a shot for the blank. Make her work for it.
Kız aynı bal.
Yep.
Yep.
Bam.
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, belki no.
Dönsün.
Dönmesi için yap.
Yep.
Well, does it stick
oh,
around?
boy.
It will roll out, so doesn't have to have Scotland throw a hit and roll out. We'll just have the straight throw through to blank the end.
Şeyden 45'te.
Retain hammer into the 2nd. The end started with the first stone in. And this last one will go right through.
Okay, let's just see a 10 down here.
Man, they did have pregame practice, but we'll go to school again. One more spot to look at.
Yeah, this is a smart call, actually. Just throwing a 10. Again, trying to get some more information, some more data, put it into the memory bank for later.
11.
So it'll go through, and it will be a blank first end, no score early on, session 16 from Sydney, Nova Scotia, Canada.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
İşte orada fark ettim, buraya bir falan taktım ben bilerek.
Emin olmadığım için söyledim.
Kaç tuttun? 88'den.
Çizgime içeride döndür biraz. Çizgime içeride.
Dönmesin Şafak.
Baba yo.
Tamam da hızlı.
Well, our live coverage, the BKT Tires World Women's Curling Championship 2024. First end. First stone went in. We saw
Ardı içindeydi.
hits up and down the sheet. This time it'll go back 4 foot.
Ne varmış içinde?
Do you still like him?
I was wondering about the out.
I prefer
Center
out.
line? I think you need center line
Yeah.
for it. I would say center line.
So corner guard will be the call.
Yeah, with that redstone not being in the perfect position because it's behind the tee line, there's a small chance here now for Scotland just to try and get that center guard, or corner guard, pardon me, and try and get things set up here early.
Halfway long.
When you have the hammer, you're always trying to figure out a way to get 2 points.
Yep, keep it moving, hide. Keep it moving. Hide. Yep. Right up, go, go, go, go, go.
Okay.
That's much longer than where we've seen
Yeah.
the guards they want to get in
Yeah, I thought
place.
that as well.
Yeah, with ice that curls so beautifully, you really want those guards about 5 feet outside of the rings, I would say, to make it more difficult to access any rocks that you draw behind. So it's not really protecting, it's not really a good protector of a rock right there.
Yakın 3. Yakın 3. Top 12.
Wow, Özgür dönmesin.
So Turkey now looking for just a
İyi gibi
tight
yap.
guard themselves,
O sizde.
trying to protect that stone that's back 4. The only problem is, Luke, if you put this too high, then there's the opportunity for Scotland now to freeze on that stone that's in the back 4.
Okay.
15-50.
So that's not a bad result. It does allow Scotland to play the hit and roll, but I think that was more important than playing a high guard.
Let's keep an eye on all the games. Start with Sweden, Estonia, and the first end chance for Sweden to get on the board with the hammer.
Yeah, Estonia's last rock just over curled by half a foot, so this is a great opportunity for Anna Hasselborg in Sweden to put 2 on the board right off the get-go here in the first end. Just a draw to the 4 foot.
Sweden coming in 5-4. They had their 5-game win streak snapped last night against Korea. So they know they got to keep winning. And no problem for Sweden to get an early 2 to lead Estonia 2-0 in that one.
Bra. Jättebra snack.
So Sophie Jackson tried the hit and roll. It looks like, yeah, it does look like it rolled onto the rings, but didn't manage to get either of the red stones out of the rings, so that's not a good thing. So Turkey trying to set up here for a force at the moment. Would love to roll this back onto the top 12.
Whoa, Özgür yap. Yap Özgür, ol. Whoa, yap. Sert Özgür, sert. Whoa. Diving git. Yap. Whoa.
Oh, good shot.
Güzel.
It's well played, and you can just see a comfort and a beginning. They weren't as comfortable on the ice, the environment, but now just looking real solid, making a bunch of shots.
Oh, they've made a ton of shots. It's just been a real pleasure to watch. So great call here by Rebecca Morrison. She's ignoring those 3 red stones. They're not really in a threatening position, really. So chance here now to come around that high corner guard. Like I mentioned, the problem is even if you bury it well, it could be accessible.
Line's perfect.
Needs to curl here. Top 4. For T-line.
Okay, line's really good. No, don't curl.
T-line.
Because
needs
of
to
the
curl a wee
longer
bit.
guard,
No,
want
it
to be
doesn't.
higher in the rings.
Good.
Top 8 foot.
Good.
Nice.
Not quite shot stone. A lot of stones still to come.
I feel you.
Bilal Omar Chakash.
Hack. En kötü garda ayırırız.
Tamam.
Of course, he played at the Men's Worlds last year in Ottawa. They didn't qualify for the Men's Worlds coming up in Switzerland this season.
Hok al.
Ya da ben hop alayım.
Dönsünlerse de dönelim.
Turkey throwing about half weight here, Luke. They might be able to see enough on the outside. Trying to get to that stone in the 8 foot. I think it's second shot. There'll be lots of curl here.
They have enough to get by. They won't. Just chip it to the center, open it up.
13-20. Hok. Aha, 9'du.
Might have just been a titch light for that spot. They haven't played that far out, so you want to make sure that if you're called to throw hack weight, that you make sure that you're there hack
They'll
weight.
curl as much as the end.
On the other side of the ice,
That looks good for
Ross
11.
Patterson, Scottish coach. Familiar face and international competition, seeing him at Europeans and
Okay,
a lot of coaching and playing capacities.
Yeah. Hard.
A chance here for Sophie Sinclair to hit and lie two.
Yeah, hard.
Hard. 10-9.
Good job.
Great
on the
sweeping.
nose. It's a nice thing for Turkey that they actually chipped it and left that stone a center guard. Could be a saving later for them.
Absolutely. There's a number of options here. There's the hit and roll behind that center. There's the hit and roll to the other yellow stone on the right-hand side. And if you ever get lucky and you're calling it that way, there's a chance you might even get the double. Depends how much weight. I can't imagine they're throwing a lot of weight here. So probably more the hit and roll option. Give the sweepers a chance to manage the stone.
Well, the hit. Now where do they roll to? And touched the button and buried.
Absolute perfection for the call and the shot and the sweep. Those aren't easy to call, Luke, and just Disha Yildiz did just such an amazing job there. Fabulous.
Just managing each of those stones, that it's to sweep to curl, and they're holding line early and then, or pardon me, going for curl and then hold it. And then make the perfect, nope, don't want to sweep the roll.
That is just to perfection. So chance here for Jennifer Dodds now. With that guard, it's still fairly high. So if you get by, you can get the stone on the button.
Get by.
Oh, great job on the sweepers there.
Okay, almost get to the inside of it.
You get time on that, Rebecca.
12-8. Nice. Maybe like 12-5.
Yeah, time.
Terrific shot.
She got 12-8.
12-8.
Yani dönerse, çünkü şu an %50'si gözüküyor.
Tamam, o daha görünmüyor halini vurdu. Döner. Bek.
So Chiquia's called back line weight here. And they're just trying to get a little bit of a flop underneath that yellow center. The thing is, though, you almost want to make sure that that yellow stone that you're about to push definitely is farther away and not out counting that red stone over on the left. You want that red stone to at least be counting. You don't want to allow Scotland to start building a little bit of an end here late in this end to get a 3. You want enough to get it out.
Get it through the hole and right through the hole.
Wow.
A little smile getting lucky to make sure they punch that one through. The more yellows you leave around, the longer at the end they can come in. You got 4 in there, you draw on the last, you get 5.
That's exactly right. And look at the little tiny port that Yellowstone just managed to get through without even touching either of those red stones. So for Scotland, they can hit this right on the nose, they can roll a little bit under, or they can actually try and roll a little bit away, try and spread their stones out. So just about halfway down, they'll likely make the call.
Okay. 10-8.
So as we trade hits, Melissa, is because Turkey doesn't have the hammer, at what point do they have to make a play? Try and go at the double, try and cut it down from giving up 2.
I think this is the shot. This is, if there's enough room. We're just talking about that now. How much room is there between those two?
Şuradan vurması lazım. Kurtarmayabilir. İçten.
Evet. Şöyle.
Peki. En kötü vurur.
Aynen.
Şöyle gösteriyorum.
Sen vuracağı yere iyi bak.
If you're trying to hit low side half, there's probably just enough room.
Söylüyorum sana.
Aynı yerden tut, dıştan atacağım.
Dıştan, tamam.
Double will be the first call, and the second call would be the hit and flop in front of that yellow stone. So trying for a big roll here, or the double.
Those are those 2 in the back that they're able to punch it through. Shouldn't be a factor if they're where they want to hit this one. Gildee's known as a great shot maker and some circus ones. A lot of stones around. This just 2 she's trying to make contact with.
Oh, nice call. Did she get it?
Make the double and have enough to push it all the way out. Get it out of the rings.
What a shot. Incredible shot.
Isn't quite out, but it is out count by 3 Turkey counters.
Amazing shot. Watch this. They weren't really touching it until the very end here. Hog line in. And again, those calls are so hard to make. And Turkey sitting 3. Brilliant shot. That was not easy. Just had a skinny by the guard.
Didn't overthrow it either. Just real well managed.
Phenomenal shot here.
So Scotland looked like they had 2 positioned to score this end. How do they do it now with skip stones?
I think she called the draw here. I don't think they're throwing the hit, but I'm pretty sure they're calling the draw to the 4-foot. Yeah, it looks like it. The thing is with this loop too is we talked about how high that yellow guard is. You only probably want to just be shot stone here. The deeper you come, the easier Turkey can access it. 15-1, that's absolutely perfect on the time.
Half in the 4-foot. Needs to stop.
Oh, great shot, Rebecca Morrison.
Nice.
Lovely.
15.
Well placed, just into the top of the rings. Room to draw for a second.
Good judge. Really nice throw, Becca. Good judge.
Where's the room to chase it?
Really good job.
Okay.
Looks like they're going to chase it with about hack weight. The reason they're chasing it with this turn, obviously, is they want to avoid all those red stones at the back. So once it gets by that center line guard, you sweep hard for curl and you hope you have the weight to push it out. It's absolutely fully buried right now.
Bir de önde ya taş. O kadar çıkarır mı bilmiyorum.
Yani buraya gelmenin bir anlamı yok çünkü
Yok
forfut
zaten.
tamamen boş. Gelebilirsek belki back four'a gelebiliriz.
Taş önde olduğu için hızı yetmeyebilir. Daha iyi. Bir açısına bakayım.
Well, I don't think she liked the chase around the center line guard from the hack.
You can't see any of that yellow
Gerçi
stone.
mesafesi çok ya.
You could
Yakından
corner
gelen-
freeze to it,
Çok mesafesi. Hani bu da kalın çok zor.
or maybe throw back
yani
four
enerjisi
ways.
yetmez.
Özgür çok yakın geçsin.
Tamam,
ben
tamam.
Fin'le yaptır.
Beni alayım mı alacağım? Sen söyle.
I went to take a look because they talked about off the side one, but that was really
Mesafesi
flat.
yakın ya. Hız.
Yedi.
So it looks like still chasing after it.
She might have taken a little bit more line here.
Aynen.
Maybe dropping her weight just ever so slightly. Trying to get to the nose if possible. And just punch it as far as possible.
Hızlı Bey.
Hop.
Hop.
Yakın Özgür. Gel.
Hop.
Yap. Yap.
Looks like it's got by the guard. Looks like it's got good
Yap baby yap.
good room behind there. Does she have enough?
And catch just a little thin piece. Maybe a little more weight than what they wanted to throw on
I think
it.
so. I think so. Maybe boardish weight there. If the hack would have allowed it to move a little bit more late. But a great attempt.
Rebecca Morrison, great draw on her first. Skips 2 now. This one they're trying to carve it over. They don't carve it enough. And Turkey can't get that one out.
네, 맞춰볼게.
네.
So anywhere in the 8-foot or better, Rebecca Morrison and Scotland chance to score first and score a 2 with the hammer.
Yeah, 그거나.
Billy!
Okay.
Billy! Waist good! Line's good! Right side good!
Waist really good.
Well, brooms are down, just
14-9.
It's really nice.
a light sweep on this one in for
Perfect,
Scotland,
perfect.
right into the
Really nice
forefoot.
throws, guys.
And it's good. Rebecca Morrison and Scotland get the early score of 2 with the hammer.
Get back up.
And a lead after 2 ends of play.
Hiç bozma. Güzel. Çekicimizde güçlü oynayalım yeter.
Evet.
인턴 써야 되나? 인턴 많이 떨어질 것 같아요.
Aynen öyle. Şu an gayet iyiydi.
16 반칙 쳐도 돼요?
In the second end.
네. 네. 네. 아, 네. 라인 좋아. 네. 기다렸다가. 수지 거. 아, 수지야 좀만 오자.
16.
수지야 좀만 오자.
일단 진짜
수지야 와야
좋아요.
돼. 수지야 라인이 와야 돼. 수지야 라인 와야 돼. 더. 진짜. 16-5.
Oh.
I thought it was there.
Top 4.
Oh, we're good.
Waist good.
Waist good.
Waist
Light.
nice. Top 40. Moving now.
Okay. Still top 4.
Line's a little tight. Nothing
Still
major.
let die for weight.
Nothing major. Touching 4.
Well, third end, the BKT Tires World Women's
job.
Curling
Nice.
Championship 2024.
14-3.
Scotland able to come up with their 2. Looked like it had gone away, but stayed with their plan, made a nice draw, and a skips 2 in that second end of play.
Yeah, well done there for Scotland for sure. Got that corner guard up and really never looked back. Just that at one point just maybe got the end taken away from them, but A miss, unfortunately, by the Turkey skip. Allows Rebecca Morrison to make 2 absolutely perfect draws on her last 2. Now we'll see pretty much the same type of plan here. The first one goes top 4 for Scotland. Turkey throws the corner.
Well, and it's on that tee, the first set of logos, where that guard is. No guards out in front, but a lot in play. Korea and Norway on sheet D.
And I think it looks like Norway is line 1. And this is a draw for the Norwegian skip. Pretty much full 8 foot for 2.
Norway trying to forget their morning game today. They were
not a good game this morning.
got ran away by the Italian side.
Well, the Brushers seem to like this one. And it looks pretty darn good, and it's 2 on the board for Norway.
Well, Norway coming in 3-6 record, really need to win out to have any chance. 6 still mathematically alive, but they need a lot of things to go their way for 6 to come into play. And there are no tiebreaker games. It comes on who you beat. If it's a 3-way tie and you can't do it that way, last stone draw. Too many factors at this point, but this is the fun part of round robin, where you're seeing, okay, 5 losses, 6 losses, do you have a chance?
So that second stone there by Sophie Jackson does just over curl ever so slightly. Oh, but that is one thing you don't like to see when you're trying to play a corner freeze. You want it to be locked on there. That little tick and bump is just a very unfortunate result, and does allow your opposition now a hit and roll under to lie 2.
Yeah, I do.
It's like a difference of maybe a quarter of a second, really, or an extra brush.
And so as it sits, a chance here, Sophie Sinclair to make a play on it.
Clean, well, clean, curl, hard, clean, hard roll.
Oh, nice call there, and just a perfect shot.
Good line call, Becca.
Right in front.
Wow.
Lie 2 early in this third end. Quick look, all the early scores. So it's 2-0 Scotland, our game, 3-0 Sweden now leading Estonia. No score, Denmark and Switzerland. 2-0 Norway over Korea in the standings at Denmark-Switzerland game. Denmark 3 losses, Switzerland at 2. Could they bring them down? We'll find out how this session 16 plays out. Now the run back, and we'll get 2 of the 3 out from the 4-foot. Shelly Kashu, nice little run back and keep that stone out in front.
Yeah, not a bad result. The important thing, they tried to get all 3 going, obviously. Just need a curl, but got rid of one, got the other one off the 4-foot, and now they leave their stone out front in hopes they can use it on the next one.
Last time we were on the sheet. Do you think I'm throwing you like similar to what I was throwing at the wings? Yes.
So chance here now for Scotland. Would like to put another one pretty much on top of their other yellow stone again.
I got there.
Matt.
And you want to try and make sure you're right in front of it. If you're an inch off on either way, the run back's easier for the double. The run back double's easier.
Line's fine. Top 4.
Yep, keep on it, so keep on it all the way. Hard. Yep. Hard.
Just trying to hold the line as well. This one comes out the other side just a little bit.
Yeah, it did over curl by a couple of inches there. Still a great shot. Can you see enough of it to play the double? I'm not sure. Or maybe it's the other double you're actually looking at, the wide double.
Well, that first one, one on the center line spin a bit, maybe in the open.
It's possible. I don't know how much you can see of it from the hack. So we'll have a see. You got to hit a good half of it though. Almost 3/4. Oh boy.
But got to try and make some contact. This one will go right through, miss everything.
Oh dear. That is a big miss when you're throwing those shots. You have to ensure you get one or the other, and
Yeah, I
the
think
one
let's
in the
go for
rings
that.
or the
One
guard
tight.
out front.
I guess tight
Unfortunately,
means you can't get the hit.
neither
Yeah,
was
that's
done.
true. I like tight then. Okay, is that same ice as you? It's a hair.
Massive opportunity
more.
here for
I
Scotland
think I
now to
like
throw a
that,
nice
even if
tight
you stay
one.
on this side of center.
Protect those 2 stones on the 4-foot.
Just tight.
Tight.
Felt good. Weight's good. Weigh
Mine's
on there.
good.
Tight.
Mine's
Weight's
good.
good.
Hold there.
Tight.
Tight.
Tight.
Keep your brush down. Keep your one down.
Tight.
Tight. Needs to stop.
We're just tight.
Just needs to stop.
Just past the red.
Okay. Do you need a view overlap? No.
No.
Good.
That's good, Jen. Good.
Nice.
Guard it.
Good call,
Also
Becca.
hook the run back.
Nice.
Yeah, good spot there.
Nice. I can still take more ice there. Yeah. Great call. Good roll.
Looks like they're probably trying to hit this just a tiny bit high side or broom side. Drive the red guard onto the yellow and the yellow straight back onto the 2 and the 4-foot. You want to try and open up that space though out front so you have something somewhere to draw.
Well, leaves that one in there, leaves the Reds out in front is still the 3 in the rings for Scotland.
Yeah, good try. Just see it here.
A little bit thinner in order to try and get it going
I
back.
think just a little bit thinner may have done it. It's almost like it dragged to the right-hand side there, but a couple of options there. It's nothing going to be easy here for Czechia, especially when Scotland throws their next one. Put tons of pressure on them.
3/4. Half 3/4 buried.
I like 3/4 buried.
And 3/4 buried.
Okay.
1 to 2 feet more.
So they wanted half, 3/4, maybe 2/3 buried.
Yeah, it sounds like it. And they don't want to bring this in very far either. I think the most important thing here is line. If it's looking good and the line is really good, you can take it a little bit deeper. But you don't want to leave this wide open.
It's quite heavy.
Where are we?
Give your opposition an out.
Queen.
Top.
It's like a long way to curl right now.
Top 12.
Mine's good.
Get up hard. Are we sure? Yep. Whoa.
Curl.
Whoa.
Curl.
Hard curl.
I'm trying at least get a little bit tucked underneath.
Pretty good result.
Almost
Yeah,
better
thanks
than
for
coming
that.
into the
I
ring.
think so. Yeah, that's good.
Missed it.
Okay.
Again, it's going to force Turkey to go out front here and
Yeah.
try and use a rock to clear up the front.
Getting to the later stages of the end.
Yeah, just trying to hit a little less this time, Luke. Probably about a half, just over a half, thick half. Might do it.
I'll spend it back. Gets rid of the 1, but it's still 3 in the rings for Scotland.
But looking better.
Yes, no
Looking
center line
better.
guard. And those two of the 3 are now out in the 12-foot.
So just,
Okay.
that's a really great shot. And what that does is put just a tiny bit of pressure on Rebecca Morrison now here to make the perfect guard. If you even
Okay,
show a
tight.
piece, then you might give your opposition that out that they've been looking for. So just trying to probably guard it, if anything, a little on the center line side.
So Rebecca Morrison made a nice draw on her first and that second end set up the 2. Now our team's got her in a position where she can throw a guard on her first shot of this end.
Line only.
And as a team, you probably know you're doing something right when your skip is throwing a guard.
Top 12.
Okay.
It's always a great position to be in.
Top 12.
Needs to curl. Hard curl.
Hard curl. Keep going.
Where are we?
Just tight.
Curl.
Woo. Curl. Woo.
Whoa.
Woo.
Good.
That
Good
is
Rebecca. Good job.
perfect.
communication, guys.
Well done.
Yeah.
So we'll look in and see Denmark and Switzerland. No score in that third end, but it is a chance at 2 for Switzerland.
Yeah, there were some rocks in play at 1 minute and not so many the next. So this is a great opportunity for Switzerland to put 2 on the board. Wide open here. for the draw for Alina Pets.
Well, their losing streak didn't last very long. It was just 2 games. Winning this morning and now trying to put a win streak together heading into the playoffs.
Probably a good time to do so, hey, if you're Switzerland.
So that one will come into the rings. They'll get their 2 and an early 2-0 lead in that game.
That guard is so good. Turkey really has no other option here but to try and play the run back double, or the back run back, and make the one in the forfeit go as well.
I'll run it back. Again, kicks one out into the side. Still Scotland 3, but we said earlier, better.
Better. When it's not touching that light green in the middle, you're pretty happy. Yeah, they either needed to kind of caught in the middle there, needed to either curl a little bit more or hold it up a little bit more to get the second stone going. It's Rebecca Morrison. This is going to be her 4th draw. 3 for 3 at the moment.
Dümdüz öne döne geldi. Hiç açılmadı. Rüzgar.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think that was funny. No. Christ. Give that a good clean. It just didn't feel nice coming across.
Coming through the tight port there, there's lots of room on the clockwise throw as well.
Yeah, 2 feet on from that one we can get there.
But this is the turn that she just threw for the guard. So this is the one that she's definitely more comfortable with. Seems to know the line.
And they don't mind going right to the button.
Right to the button.
Weight's good. Weight's good. Way only. Line only.
Maybe top button to be perfection.
Well, that's nitpicking.
Yes, that is true. They got to curl past the guard here. This one's still on the guard.
Wait, we're heavy. My batsy. Nope. Back in.
Now I just needed to grind in, dig in, and it's just a bit heavy, goes deep.
Okay, sorry.
Rebecca didn't like that.
3 feet later and that would be perfect.
Yeah. So good.
She's been so great so far, and that one just, but they had to sweep it, unfortunately. They had to sweep it for the curl.
Okay, Becca.
Okay.
It's fine.
I'd be pretty happy if I was Scotland. Line 4.
Yeah, you're forcing a shot against 4. It's just, you know, you have them on the ropes a little bit. This is now an easier shot.
Yeah, and I mean, Scotland played such a great end there. Pretty much 7 out of 8 perfect stones. So huge shot here. Dilshat Yildiz doesn't want to overthrow it. Looking for about 14.5 to 15 seconds, hog to hog. Really important to let your brushers do the work. Communicate that it's a tiny bit heavy, but she does have backing. And what a fabulous pressure shot right there.
Going to use the backing right down to it in the forefoot for the single point. So Turkia on the board. They get 1. Clutch draw from the skipper to get 1 and make it 2-1.
1 up. Real good.
It's like
Round
a
it.
2 blank score.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. One up's nice, so just round the centre.
Yeah, and just open it up when we can.
Yep, sounds good. Really good end.
Good job figuring that path out. Çok iyi.
Öznur'la gel Öznur.
3,
Öznur yap dönmesin.
2, 3.
Sert Öznur sert sert sert. Yap.
Well, 3 ends in, and a great start for Scotland. The blank first, they score 2 with the hammer, then get a force, and a really well-played third end. Luke Ole along with Melissa Saligo. We're here at center 200. Getting my numbers all mixed up. It's a 2-1 game in the fourth end.
Birazcık daha açayım.
That was an end-saving draw there by their Turkey skip. What a terrific pressure shot, makes no mistake. But as you say, you can almost feel the momentum just leaning a little bit towards Scotland's way right now. They had a terrific last end, so looking for a repeat here in this end, especially now with the hammer.
T, curl. Don't we want to take it back?
Curl. Just curl. Hard.
Hard.
Go. Keep going.
Oh. Nice.
Nice.
Now,
Good.
disappointment for Scotland the way they finished the end for Morrison going deep. Does that disappoint you? You put together 7 of 8 shots. You sort of let Turkey off the hook.
It's more of a frustration, I think. You know, you've played a great end, obviously, played a great previous end. So I think it's more of a frustration for Rebecca herself, but the team was very positive in the between end meeting. They just said, great end, let's keep it going. So I think you just got to give yourself a few seconds to be angry about it and snap out of it, and now you're got to focus on getting 2 back here with the hammer. 2-1 with hammer means you are in total control of this game right now.
Berfin Şengül, 85%, trying to come around that center line. Just shows how far you can drag the stone.
Wow, great
that
sweeping.
Yes.
Terrific.
Sürekli üstümüzden.
Yeah. Take a little less ice.
Yep. Yeah, I like it.
There they go. Now for curl. Shalakashu just going the entire way, trying to get there, and just creates a fabulous angle.
Sophie Jackson on the other side, 87%.
Top it. Line's good.
Both in the middle of the pack. Good numbers for both leads.
Way only. Line only. Way's there. Line's good.
But again, percentage is only a baseline.
He's really good.
You see that, and it depends on which ones you make, especially with skips on all or nothing on a lot of percentages.
Oh, just great shot there by Sophie. They were trying to over curl the red Turkey stone because they didn't want to set up an angle on their own shot stone. So that is great right there.
Good sweep.
So Turkey, I think, will follow down. Their goal is to probably continue to create that same angle red onto that yellow shot. Hopefully get a chance to use it.
75%. Elfayet Şakaş Shalakashu.
Güveni. Buraya bak. Sert gibi.
Biraz. Top 4.
Hayır.
Don't want to bounce off here.
Sert biraz.
Öznur yap. Bana. Yap.
You hear the weights there. Now plan B, it looks like. It is heavy.
Right around. We'll go to the back part of the rings.
That's a second or third stone that the Turkey second has been heavy on, so she's going to need to try and figure out, maybe slow down her push.
It's going to run pretty straight down here.
Just be a little softer on the throw to give it to her brushers. Can't afford to be heavy on those kinds of shots.
Yep.
79%. Sophie Sinclair.
Hard. Clean.
Good sweep.
Good.
Killed its heart, really.
Kontrol. Burada kalması lazım.
Tamam.
All the play in the rings. And we'll see what's going on. Korea and Norway. Norway leading 2-0 in the third.
And chance for Korea to get that 2 right back here with an open draw pretty much to the paint to get their 2 points.
안쪽 길이 이기는 것 같아요.
Norway at that 3-6 record can't afford to lose another game. Well, Korea in a good position right now. Win. We're gonna can unofficially say probably will get a qualifying by their name.
That's a great draw there. So it's 2 on the board for Korea. Now it's a 2-2 tie.
살짝 넘어가는 라인이긴 해.
We'll keep up to date. Sweden leading 3-0 over Estonia. Look at all those yellow. Just that one red, but it looks like it's 3rd or 4th shot.
Yeah, this is pretty much a big draw here against a
깍스.
large number of yellow Swedish stones. Looks like she has a little bit of backing if she wants to use it, but pretty much a draw to the forefoot. Oh, wonderful. There it is, 1 on the board for Estonia.
Well, a double make clearing those reds out of the front part of the rings.
Now Turkey trying for a double back here. Polat just a little on the high side should do it. Try to avoid that red stone in the back 8.
Make the
Get
double.
it? Oh, wow.
Well, doubles back and forth. We have one more in it here in this 4th end.
Wonderful throw here. You can see Turkey just getting better and better at throwing those and calling them. Again, not easy. Just a little high side and makes both yellow go away. This double a little bit more difficult, obviously, because the rocks are farther apart. But can Jennifer Dodds grab it?
I'll get it all the way out. And there's
And
the
she does.
3rd triple in a row.
Good.
So we had some stones in play. They no longer exist.
Yeah, before we went to do the updates, there was quite a few in play.
A little bit finish.
A little bit finished, okay. And that was with a more, aggressive throw, okay.
Well, not aggressive, just more like up, like to the line.
So now they hit, try and roll to the middle.
Roll. Yep. Bravo. Yep. Bravo.
Bad feet.
Verbi yap dönsün. Yep.
Yeah, looking more and more like a blank here for Scotland. So just important that Turkey just keeps some stones on the rings.
That just hangs on to the top of the 12-foot.
That's bullet straight, I think we know this.
Okay, are we just peeling it?
No, we're hitting rolling in. Rolling in.
Okay.
We can peel if you want.
No, this is
I like
fine.
this. 10. Okay. Nice bit of finish at the end.
Yeah, it would make no sense to peel this out. I think you definitely want to hit and roll in. If you peeled it out, I could see Turkey going to draw to that one in the back because you can still freeze to it and it would be okay. So definitely want to keep your shooter in play.
Yep, head rolls.
What's she saying?
Yep.
Straight.
Roll it. Yeah. Okay.
Well, they'll end up nosing it, so stay out of the ring. So 2 choices, around it or to the back one.
So what time did you get?
9-6.
9-6, okay.
Doğru yerinden vursun onu da üstüne.
Yo, eve girer zaten kanka.
Peel dedim lan ondan.
Buradan vurmana gerek yok. Vur içeri kay. Niye şey yapıyorsun ki?
Peel atmayayım mı? Vurup kalma ihtimali olmasın da kornerde çekici onlar da.
Tamam, bu taraftan at.
İnce bulsa diyorum onun üzerine gidiyor.
Hayır, bu
Kalınsa zaten
taraftan
eve
şey
giriyor.
yapma.
Aynen. Risk almaya gerek yok.
Tamam.
Ha?
Ben de bak. Yo, ben
Well,
alayım.
it's sounding as this is game 10 of the week for Turkey. Dilshat sounding a little worse for wear with the voice.
She is indeed. It looks like they're just electing to peel this yellow stone. They don't want to leave it there. It's pretty close to the rings, but I mean, they could try and draw around it. They could try and draw to the open side, but this is fine too. Only 4 rocks left in this end.
76% for the championship. And we'll go nose back and leave another one out in front.
That's the only problem with trying to peel that. If you did nose it like what just happened, there is a chance that Scotland could decide, okay, well, maybe we try for skippers too. But it looks like they're going to peel as well.
Okay, I've seen how Jen's ran, so 9.6. She's just looking at if they're going to freeze that back.
Please, just this.
Oh,
Do you
we
like
may
that?
have changed our mind here.
Yeah.
We play that.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the intern?
I like that, Soph.
Then they hit and roll.
Yeah, I like this.
Okay. That's the same ice we had to cross. Yes, that looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same as Soph, yeah?
Okay, same speed you've been giving us for
Okay.
draws.
Decided to draw away from that guard to the open side, Luke, which is fine if your goal is to blank this end. And you definitely could easily get around that corner guard and maybe get a miss out of Turkey and get two. I don't think it would be of any danger for you to try and draw around it, but this is totally fine as well.
No, it's okay.
It's like full
Well, it's the comfort level, what you want to play.
Absolutely. And Rebecca did miss that draw in the last end, so probably just wanting to get comfortable again with draw weight, and this one a little heavy
I thought it
again.
was a little light.
What's that?
I also thought it was a little light.
At 14.3.
Okay.
Run a lot.
Okay. I think we all thought that was like pretty cool.
Well, talking, they all thought it was a little bit light and ended up going back to the 8 foot.
Yeah, I heard the number 14.3. That's definitely behind the tee line with ice that's running around. Now it seems 15, hog to hog.
She's getting time.
Looking for a nose hit.
Yep.
Get in a position where you have to force the hit and roll out. Right on the nose it goes. And they will play the intern at this on the center line side to hit and roll out.
Yeah, if we catch it a little thick, then it's not great, but
Cool, I like it. Should get a hair finish here.
yeah. Okay.
So with the hammer trying to retain it into the 5th end, Rebecca Morrison wants to hit and roll out.
Off.
Clean.
Off.
Yep.
Oh, well done.
So the hit and roll out. Another blank end. It'll be Scotland retaining the hammer to the 5th end, leaving the score 2-1. Scotland in front.
Straight that through?
Yep.
Okay, I just thought for a second it was high. I was like, ah.
No, I liked it.
27.
Öznur'la gel.
2.
Yap Öznur yap. Çok iyi, çizgi bozma, devam et. Çizgi için devam et. Sert. Yap yap yap. Biraz daha Öznur, biraz daha. Çek çek.
Oh, we had
çek,
our
çek,
second
çek.
blank end here in Sydney, Nova Scotia, Canada, the BKT Tires World Women's Curling Championship 2024. A 2 by Scotland, a force. And they have control. They have the hammer, a 1-point lead. Luke Coley along with Melissa Saligo. Scotland was happy. They peel the guard, keeping it simple. Could have tried to play in there, a few doubles, and all of a sudden we were into a blank.
Yeah, and it's very interesting, and you know, it's a close game. The scoreboard says it's a close game, but Scotland, I still feel, has a little bit of control. So sometimes when you're feeling that, it's really good to try and go, take a little more risk, if you even call it risk. Just try and get some, get your 2 points when you have the hammer. So a great guard goes up by Turkey. Scotland again coming around.
Good. Good stuff. 14-7, I know. Yeah, 14-8.
Well, and Switzerland, Denmark, a 2-0 Switzerland lead over the Danes. Denmark with the hammer in this fourth end.
It looks like there's room there for Madeline DuPont just to come in with a little bit of a, they say, back button, probably back button at the most, just to tap that yellow stone. Could likely get one. It looks like Switzerland is lying the one at the moment. Can she get 2 here?
Oh, did they lose this one?
Oh, wow, they did.
Unfortunately, a long look at this one. And it is measure. It would be a single point stolen by Switzerland, so a 3-point swing in that game. And Denmark sporting those pink shirts in honor of cancer awareness, specifically breast cancer awareness. A lot of the teams with the pink ribbon as well. You'll see Sophie Jackson.
Yep. Hair down. Whoa. 11-8. Whoa. Carl. He's close.
So the redstone just, again, just that extra foot heavy, ticks and rolls off.
Okay, nice weight.
So great chance there, and Sophie makes no mistake, nosing that stone.
Okay, yeah, let's just keep our heads up.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Sorry, Sol.
Sorry, not an easy read.
You're in a good weight, sorry.
Turkey playing the hit and roll now.
Roll.
Try and roll right onto the split the center.
Öznur gir. Sert Öznur, sert.
Is this a plan B? Nope.
In between, doesn't roll, doesn't double.
Dişat, hukukunu alıyor musun?
Struggling a little bit today.
Olmuyorum bunları.
Ya,
Shalakashu.
Kaç ki orası?
Yeah, like 11-5.
Jen really held mine when we went on it, so I think it'll be similar to sheet D. If we do go down, it'll hold. Okay.
Another open hit here for Team Scotland. They could try and roll away as well and set up their deuce,
11.
as long as it doesn't set up a potential double angle.
Yep.
Other option, of course, roll towards the middle.
Curl.
Well, just in between, uncertainty of which way they want it to go. Do we roll big? What to do with it?
Yeah, Rebecca Morrison was definitely calling for the curl, but she couldn't get the sweepers to buy in there.
Açtım biraz bump.
Bump istiyor zaten.
Çünkü veriyor, dönmüyor taşları.
You can hear them saying, looking for bumper weight.
Yap. Bump. Whoa. Yap. Whoa. Öznur gir. Sert Öznur, sert.
Well, the hit, try and get a little roll.
Pretty close.
In a good position because it's half in the top of the 12-foot. Scotland lying one. And looking in Estonia, Sweden. Sweden leading 3-1 as they play in the fourth.
That's the enemy.
Estonia's put a ton of pressure on Sweden this end. Team Sweden has made 2 or 3 run-backs. They've missed it. They missed the last one. Anna missed her first one. Now trying again.
Trying to make a run double.
Oh, and it is a steal for Estonia.
3-2 after 4. Sweden leads that. Trying to improve to 6 and 4.
She plays that, yeah. Got control of center. Yeah. I think we either need, if we peel, they're playing the hit and roll wide in line 2.
Take it we can never get under enough to like make this.
I think you probably could
I think
like
you can.
12, but
You've got to play a bit less weight.
if we ever just like nose it, it's not amazing.
It's not terrible.
It's not terrible. Are we just?
Do you like a 12-5?
We're never playing that across, are we?
No, we're never playing that. I think the 2 shots are either here or trying this.
Okay, if we go for this and she does make that, then we like to have
it.
something.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That was my other thought, was just bringing a freak one in, but
Yeah, I don't mind that.
If you can ever curl it to like here, that's great.
The insert's curling enough for that.
Yeah. Just here's perfect. Top eight.
I think I like that better than the split.
Okay.
Okay, I threw this a few ends ago.
So we've seen this quite a bit with the Scottish team. The other 3 players do come down and have a conversation with Rebecca Morrison to try and figure out what the best strategy might be. They talked about nosing that red stone that's just biting top 12.
Yeah, I agree.
You're now going to ignore that and try and get another stone in the rings, and they do have hammer. They could actually really play to the wing and play back 12 to where the broom is, and lie 2 that way as well. They could peel the guard, open it up. But they're going to come to the middle here, try and get right to their shot stone.
Not as through as I wanted.
Lie 2. They're very aware that that short run is there for Takia.
Curve, curl.
T-line!
Hard, Jen.
Carve, Jen! T-line!
Right over, it's really good. Yep, hard.
Hard, Jen!
Hard. It's really close.
Hard, Jen.
Whoa, whoa.
Oh, brilliant brushing there by Jennifer Dodds. Look at that. Almost overdid it.
Yeah, almost did, because now the run back might kick both of them out.
Exactly. Oh, that was incredible sweeping, but yes, I think just maybe a tad too much. We'll see.
Good sweep.
Look how far that went, Luke. This is on the B of BKT and ends up on the other side of the center line.
Whoa, whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Fantastic.
His nose probably would have been right where they wanted on that.
Sorry.
Yeah, nose or just even a slight overlap.
Okay, so Jennifer won't be as strong next time on her sweep.
Settle down, Jennifer. Okay, can Turkey make both of these yellows go?
Get one, and we'll kick it, line them up.
Not bad. Yellow is still shot, but that red one is completely buried.
It doesn't line perfectly to that red, but there's a good chance.
Well, we
Or
can
pardon me,
always
onto
say
that yellow.
Same place as Sophie.
Yeah. They freeze.
But if we're top 4, we'll still be line 2, won't we?
Okay.
What are you thinking? Okay.
Well, the conversation again, discussing options.
Yeah, and you know, there's a little bit of a disconnect when Scotland, the 3 players are having that conversation down here, and Rebecca's holding the broom, so she's not 100% sure what they've decided or what they've maybe changed the call a little bit. So really need to think about that communication.
Touch, we never in. Line's good. Curl. No, not as it's heading, not as it's heading. Line's really close.
Ooh, would have liked this to stay probably another foot or 2 higher, but not bad.
Okay.
Chance for Turkey to freeze right on top of it.
Jen was like, oh, they can play aggressive, so we should probably keep playing aggressive. But
Right down to it.
Right down on top.
Yön mükemmel. Hayır.
Pressure's thinking it might be a tad heavy. But as long as the line's good, it's going to be fine. Oh, it's got a curl though.
Yap Berfin, yap, yap.
Oh, you don't want to tick off like that. That is not a good result at all.
You can see it in Yıldız's face. A little bit heavy, took the sweepers out of it.
Yeah, that's a big mistake, unfortunately, for Turkey. But quite an opportunity here for Scotland.
There's been a few down here now. I would agree, yeah. We didn't really have to sleep that much.
Toppy!
Okay, line's fine, all you. Run in a bit. It's there. Card.
All there.
Card. Card.
T-line, back four. Back four.
It's heavy. Take it past. Straight.
If it's heavy, they might want to try and go right by if they can. Yeah, that's probably a good call there.
Okay.
You don't want to set up a pocket for Turkey to draw
heavy at your
to.
hand.
Good call there by Rebecca Morrison.
Okay, Dennis.
Another chance here for Turkey though.
That's unfortunate.
The freeze is still there. Now both teams have thrown about 5 or 6 rocks down the specific path, so they have to talk about the weight. We've seen the last 2 come a little bit heavy.
The more down a path, the quicker it'll be.
The quicker it'll be, the smoother it'll run. So thinking about 15, probably 15.2 here, 15.3 maybe in this spot.
4.
Give a chance to your brushers to make it work.
Çizgisi güzel. Kontrol değil sadece kontrol.
Dönsün yavaşla.
Yavaş değil.
Dönsün.
See what the hog-to-hog time is.
Vurup açılmasın. Berfo buraya bak. Tamam.
Döndür Hızı. Dönsün.
Should be right within the ballpark.
Hayır, hayır, hayır, hayır.
Yeah, it just needs to curl now. Oh, that's great shot. Fabulous.
Knew exactly how to make that adjustment.
Yeah, the brushers pretty much just hard cleaned it all the way down. That's terrific. And then just try to get it to curl a little at the end there.
I first thought.
Yeah.
Just as
Well
that-
managed
that's a lot
stone.
easier
That
for
is
her now.
great.
Like here.
I think we're probably like no. Yep,
There.
like that.
Yeah, and we should still have. So just top 8, is that what we're going
Yeah.
for?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This line's getting more up to speed now.
Okay.
So you can give us again similar to other paths.
Yeah, I got 14.1 on Jen's last one.
Yeah, and then for their draw there I got 14.6.
Okay.
So it's getting there now. We can definitely drag it a bit better.
Scotland's trying to throw this top 8 and not bury it. They want to keep it in the open, so there's a chance that they can use it on their last, but they also don't want to block their draw path. Right now, I would say it's very, very difficult for Scotland to get a second point in there.
Line's good.
Maybe biting
Top
half
8.
button might be the
Top
only
8's
way.
Perfect. Top 8, top 4. Looks like it's running. Top 8. Top 4.
Line's a little big.
Line's
It'll start to
perfect.
bend as it approaches the hog line.
Line's a little big. Can you go?
Trying to make sure the right angle on that one.
Okay.
Because it comes down just in
Good
front.
throw, Becca.
15-1.
Scoring zone real small right now. A little bit of room to score is Denmark, but facing a couple, Switzerland leads 3-0.
Yeah, it looks like all that Madeline DuPont here has is an open hit, a nose hit.
Wow.
Not too easy though. She can't afford to roll really anywhere. Has to get right to the nose for her single point. And look at the amount this has to curl from hog line in. Oh, great sweeping, and there it is, a single point for Denmark.
So 3-1, they enter their 5th end break of that game.
Looks like Turkey has elected to throw the wide guard, maybe around the B of BKT on the right-hand side there. trying to take away what I think might be the only shot for two, which is the
Draw to the button.
draw to the button. I think so.
O da olur.
I actually don't
Olur, şu
mind that
backboard'dan
call, what they're
dursa,
talking about right
arkasında
now.
3 tane taşımız oluyor.
Daha iyi. Çünkü bunu deneme ihtimalleri var onların.
Ne?
Bunu deneme ihtimalleri olabilir.
Hangisini?
Kırmızıdan kırmızıya.
O
could
zor
tap,
onlar
tap,
için
tap and
bence.
sit one.
Çünkü şunu şeye atmazlar. Tehlikeye atmazlar.
What you have to look
Ama
at if you're
şunu-
playing that is all these rocks
şundan
around the
şuraya
forefoot. Who is
atarsak-
shot?
Daha iyi olur.
Arkamızda en
six,
azından
fifth,
şöyle
six-
üçlü bir
Fourth, fifth, and sixth shot.
back yapmış olabiliriz.
Bence de daha iyi olur ya. Göbeğe yakın vursun.
Aynen.
Bek atayım ha.
Olur.
Bek.
Back. Back 3 tane taşa değecek. Belki
You also have to
değebilir.
think, Luke, if you
Back'in-
play this,
Ayarlayacağım ben ayarlayacağım.
Bir tık hızlısı olabilir. Şu mu?
shot stone is
Evet,
only going to be
yakın
just
geçsin, Özgür.
barely
Evet,
biting
evet.
button. Does this create more opportunity for that draw for two? Or will they have a chance to blast something? There's this red stone. I don't know. There's a lot of yellow stone there. I'd be really tempted to throw the guard.
This could work out for a potential of a steal, but the threat of a bigger end.
Correct. Risk versus reward here.
Kaç?
'Cause you have to see, you can only see about half of that yellow stone, and you can't afford to roll out if you're Turkey. You can't leave your red stone wide open for them to for Scotland to use it. So
O.
Turkey hoping for the best here.
Dönsün.
How does the lineup of stones work out? Trengo on this one to curl almost the whole way. Yellow, red, yellow, push it out. Rolls away. And as it sits right now, is it good? That's the decision.
Yeah, they actually could have swept that red shooter stone back a little bit so that there isn't the slash double, but even with the double, well, with the double they could
Is that gonna?
Get two.
get two if this red shot stone spins out. It's tough.
12?
Yeah. She threw 11-8.
Okay.
Yeah, tap, tap for the single
Looks
point.
I like 12.
Or will it be for two, actually?
It might be for two with
it
the one in
is.
the back.
The one in the back, absolutely. That was my concern when they didn't look to see
12.
who was fourth shot.
Yeah. I like the ice for 12.
So if you tap this one through, avoid the jam on the right, that one on the center line. Opportunity at two now
It's a nice 12
for
way, we can
Scotland.
control it for
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, I think so. Just a bit of a mistake there. I don't think Turkey thought it all the way through.
Scotland maybe have almost baited him into playing that.
Possibly.
Well, a chance here for what looks like two.
Clean.
Rebecca Morrison and Scotland will score their second deuce of this game.
Out. Squeeze, good. Hard call.
Hard curl, Jen. Gotta go.
Hi, Jen!
Hard Jen.
Gotta go.
Well, she worked one earlier this end. Can Dodds do another? Yellow, yellow, push it through.
Very good.
And now they look.
3.
Don't think it's three. I think it's
I don't
two.
think it's three. Just two.
I think it's 2. 2.
And it is two goes on the board, and the two for Scotland. They get it again.
Nice, so really good.
And they'll take a bigger lead into the fifth end break. 4-1 up on Turkey.
Hiçbir şey yapamaz.
Normal istediğimiz bek değil mi?
Tabii tabii. Yani back fora itecekti o taşı. Yani sayıdan çıkartacaktı o kadar.
Biz konuşmuşuz. Onu back for'a gidiyoruz. Biz back gibi konuştuk.
Ya aslında gösterdiğimiz yer güzeldi. Hızı yanlış vermişiz. Sadece sayıdan çıkartmak istiyorduk biz.
Siz de biraz dar da biraz evvel dedim mi? Arada hızlı istiyorlar diye.
Yo dar değildi.
Burası
Kız
dönüyor, o
süpürdü
yüzden.
de yaptı. Süpürdü de geldi.
Burası intern dönüyor.
Aha.
Fiyatı da söyledim şeyden. araya sıkıştırsak zaten daha iyi. Karşımıza da çıkmayacaktı ama.
Zaten öyle konuştuk aslında biz. Sadece hızını yanlış konuşmuşuz. Yoksa sadece sayıdan çıkartıp arkamıza yastık yapacaktık. He, sadece hızını yanlış konuşmuşuz. Yoksa yastık yapacaktık biz kendimize onu.
Şey de tehlikeliydi. Dışarıya doğru çıktık ya.
Cheap two back. And so if they're going to get two, make them work hard for it.
Just build from two good ones from yesterday. That kind of sets the momentum for the end. Plus on every time we've had good ends this week. So, like Ross says, we've done a lot of the hard work. So, don't lose focus.
Everybody's looking comfy, relaxed on ice, so it's great. Just keep pushing now. You say 6 ends. Watch maybe a little bit faster. I've seen that a few times.
Pretty nice for time as well. So.
Any opportunity you've got to clear up, then I would take it. And saying if they're going to get a 2-ball off us, then at least make them work really hard for it.
Well, second end, Scotland with the hammer and looking to try and score an early 2. Tried the chase with Turkey, but Rebecca Morrison draw the forefoot and pick up a score of 2 to start the scoring in this game. Third end, full control by Scotland. Look at all those yellows, but a little bit deep on Rebecca Morrison's last, meaning Dilshat Yildiz an opportunity to draw down to it and score the single point. And the Turkey skip, no problem, right down to it, and gets their 1 on the board in the third. And fifth end, a lot of stones all around the forefoot. After a tap played by Turkey, it left this opportunity yellow-red, push it through the hole, and bring that back yellow into play. And no problem, pushes it right through, doesn't touch the yellow, and it's 2 more on the board for Scotland to go up 4-1 at the break.
Oh, it's a 1 on a measure.
Sweden, Estonia, an opportunity at a deuce for Anna Hasselberg. Lost their game last night to Korea, but looking to bounce back against Estonia in this one. Has to get a piece of the forefoot with this draw to get a second point. Put themselves in a real good control position of this game. This one just needs anywhere in the forefoot. And it'll come a little bit to their own. It is 2 for Sweden, and they have a control of that game up 5-2 at the break against Estonia. Other scores, Switzerland leading Denmark 3-1. Switzerland with the hammer as they start the second half of that game. And Korea, a couple steals. They have their steal up 4-2 over Norway, who has the hammer. Look at the numbers in our game. An overall percentage, 93% for Scotland to 74 for Turkey. 95 on draws to 67 in favor of Scotland, and 91 in the hits in favor of them as well. 4-1, no stolen points. 2 deuces by Scotland. Turkey with the hammer to start end 6. BKT Tires World Women's Curling Championship 2024. Lucoli, Melissa Saligo for this game, and Scotland coming in 3-6 record. Mathematically still in chance of a playoff spot, but they would have to win out and then get some help. They got to do their part first, and playing well, you saw with those numbers. They're in the 90s across the board as a team. For them, maybe getting some confidence after beating Switzerland yesterday.
Oh, I think so. And as you say, just look at those numbers, and they're tremendous. And if Scotland can keep those numbers up, keep going, you know, like they're playing right now, they're probably going to win a couple more games here. And who knows? Who knows what's going to happen at the end of the week when you're trying to make playoffs?
Bravo. Yoni.
It also seems like Scotland's got a little bit more communication going as well, and it seems to be working well for them. And Turkey just trying it, just that little strategy mistake on that previous end really made the big difference between giving up 1 and giving up 2.
If they didn't throw, they probably had a better chance of getting a force than what they left.
True.
Sophie Jackson, 88% on the game, above her tournament numbers.
Thought it was close. Where's close? What's it? No, then.
Line's
Top
good.
4. Me only.
It's running a little bit more.
We's good. Morgan. We're top 4.
Curl.
Curl. No, we're there.
First Scottish
Curl.
stone just
T-line.
goes behind the
Curl.
T-line here, so this one's
Hide.
being asked to be top 4
Okay.
and pretty close to the call.
Did mention in the 5th end break about that it might be a little bit quicker coming out of the break, but 2 a little bit deeper than Scotland wants.
What's that?
Now, there's always that mop at the 5th end break, and just makes the path a little keener, like not keener, but slipperier, so the rock runs better.
83%. Berfen Shango.
Bob. Oh.
Go. Go. Yap Öznur. Yap. Sert Öznur, sert. Go. Oh. Hayır.
Well, a hit
Güzel.
just rolls out into the side of the 12-foot. Trying to use that corner guard.
Okay, I don't like that. Yeah. Yeah, I like roll it away. Yep, Pam. Okay.
When you're down 3 points, you're trying to find a way back into the game, and your goal would be to try and get 2 here. So with those 2 stones of Scotland's that were in that 4-foot, they weren't, even though they're in the 4-foot, they're not an overly threat where you have to try and use, you put up the corner guard for a reason, so you want to try and use your corner guard when you can.
I like their throw there.
Well, they talked about rolling out 98% on the game. Sophie Sinclair ends up nosing it.
You like just rolling out there?
What a great game for Sophie today.
15 tonu. Hayır 28, 68 benim.
Ne oldu?
Bir şey olmadı. 4.05 falan. Aynen. 4.05'in zaten kendi kendine gitti.
So there's a couple deeper in the rings. I'm going to try and
Çok hızlı sarıya bak.
Yap Öznur, yap. Go. Yap. Sert Öznur, sert. Go.
just looking to go behind the corner if they can.
Yap. Sert devam et.
So just chips, rolls off.
Does end up making it a pretty good result there.
Bekleyin.
It's actually fully buried now behind the corner guard.
Probably easier in the out, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think.
I like out, I think. Yeah, we just seen out. So.
Yeah.
So peel attempt here for Sophie Sinclair.
Steady.
Goes. Whoa. Clean. Good.
So we'll peel that one out.
Nice, Phil.
Just keeping it open. That one's in behind. It's deep in the rings. You lie shot stone.
Nice.
Probably see that type of mindset from Scotland the rest of the game. And Turkey has made a lineup change as well, bringing their alternate to play in the second position, Ishal Karaman.
Filiz. Buraya bak. Filiz. Hayır.
Nasıl? İyi gibi.
Hayır. Hiç hayır.
Aa.
Hiç. Dokunma, dokunma.
Trying the
dokunma.
freeze here.
Yap, Berfin, Berfin.
Well, not an easy one to step into, a close game.
No.
You make the lineup change. Not sure any injury or anything. Just a lineup change. See if they can spark the team heading into the second half of this game.
Yeah, as you say, just stepping in cold, and what a great result there.
Where am I rolling to?
Not easy to throw a freeze.
Do you like that?
Yep.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that.
Yeah, I like
Better
that.
finish here, Jen.
Okay, still 10, yeah?
Yep.
Jennifer Dodds, 93% on the game.
Clean. Clean.
Oh,
Clean.
oh, oh, yep,
Clean.
yep.
Clean.
Okay, good.
Just makes that hit. The only thing behind the tee line, there's a pocket now for them to get to.
Nice.
Interesting she's throwing the hit here. You can't really, it's a very difficult double, and if you make the double, you're actually going to probably roll towards your other red stone. You could play the hit on the shot stone and roll the other way and try and split your rocks apart.
Well, this quieter hit weight might be the call. 78% wasn't her pull-up.
Want to try and keep this red stone in front of their yellow.
There's the hit.
There it is.
Roll.
That's pretty good.
Well, can you throw a rocket and try and kick it out, or you just try and hit and roll onto the corner of the red?
I like it.
Yeah, you might roll into this one, but that's
Yeah.
not bad.
On the in?
Were you thinking?
Would you say like half, thick half?
I was thinking this one.
Yeah, unless you just want to make sure of getting rid of this.
Yeah, I
and,
wasn't
like,
sure.
Move
Yeah,
that.
that's what I was thinking.
So we like. So you.
I'll just move the yellow, which I think is good.
Yeah, and we'll be short, like,
Here?
yeah,
Yeah,
and we'll be short
I think
after it.
the other one is there, but if we ever miss it, it's
not great. Where are we hitting this?
okay. Half.
Yeah, half. Okay.
Jennifer Dodds trying to clean up some of those stones at the back of the rings here. They're not comfortable with them. It's advantage to Turkey if you keep them there. So trying to hit half a stone.
Okay.
Went right through. Was happy to would have removed that other yellow stone on the left.
Okay, Jen.
So Turkey trying everything they can here to set up for two. So a soft hit and roll now to the right.
Trying to get as far in the 8-foot and staying 1-2.
Exactly. Yep. The only thing is when you hit and roll, it will roll back a bit, so there is a potential, might be a potential double. But number one job here, try and get a hit and roll. Glide two.
There's the hit. Now the roll.
Oh, fabulous shot. Great touch.
Well controlled into the 8-foot.
Ten? Nose? Yeah. Bit of curl here. Good ice.
Checking in two playoff teams right now. Switzerland leading Denmark 3-1. Hit against two, looks like, for Alina Petz.
Clean sounds good. And there it is. No mistake there. One on the board, 4-1 lead for Switzerland.
Well, Denmark get the hammer back. They need a multiple score in a bad way. They're a team that just hangs around and they come through with some big scores when they need it late in games.
9-8.
Off.
Scotland looking for the nose hit.
Good.
Hoping either a miss or a nose back to have it try and roll over.
Exactly, yeah, hoping for a half shot here. Otherwise, they're pretty much recognizing there's a chance they're giving up 2.
Part of it's just the stone position being deep in the rings.
Yeah, the entire end, the play's been behind the tee line. Not what you want to do when you have a 3-point lead if you're Scotland.
70%.
Yap yap. Hop.
Yıldız.
Yap. Yap yap. Ser ser ser ser ser ser ser ser ser ser ser. Güzel. Güzel.
So right on the nose. Now it's to try and make this hit more difficult. Try and roll over towards the other one.
Yeah, you could, for sure. Just rolling either way, actually, just changing the spot. In fact, if you roll to the right a little bit and are shot stone, it does make it a little harder for Turkey to have to hit and stick because they're closer to the edge of rolling out. So your goal here is just make it go away. Know that if you do give up 2, you still are up 1 with hammer going into the 7th end.
A little more back. Close, Jen.
Curl.
Jen.
9-2.
Rebecca Morrison,
Really
game of the tournament for her,
Gotta go, Jen.
94%.
Really gotta go.
What a game.
Gotta go.
Okay.
Okay, 9-5.
That one will hit and roll away, so it's a draw. It doesn't even force the hit on it. She'll just have the open hit,
9-5.
or open draw, pardon me, to score the 2. But again, if you're going to make a mistake, that one, that's not going to cost you.
Not at all.
It's going to be a shot for 2, whether you make the shot or not.
You got that right, Luke, and this is a great chance now for Turkiye. And Dişat Yıldız make a nice draw here, draw to the button path for her 2 points.
So last stone of the 6th end, a chance at first multiple score of the game for Turkiye.
Dar geliyor sizde.
Needs full 8.
Berfo yap. Hız sizde. Hızı. Tamam. 14.50.
Sert mi?
Well, needs this in the 8 foot.
Uh-oh, needs it to stop.
Has to hit the bricks, but it's going to slide too far and will only get 1. That one back 12. So 1 on the board for Turkiye. A missed opportunity. 4-2. Scotland leads Turkiye after 6.
Dümdüz ha, normal.
Yeah.
14.50 idi.
T-line 14.50.
I like the throw.
Yeah, I like
Maybe just
Your first
wide
one
it
played
out.
10. We've just maybe played more weight and just minute.
Beklemedim ya biraz.
Kaç?
4-10.
Al o zaman iyidir hızı.
2-3.
İclal.
İclalle gel çizgi için. Devam yap. Sert bırakmadan
Sert
sert.
dönmesin.
When we play N7, it was disappointment from both sides at the end of that previous end. Scotland rolling out thinking, oh, they left the open draw, which ended up going deep. So only one for Turkey. And a 4-2 game now, Melissa, as we play the 7th. Scotland gets the hammer back. Try to have better stone placement.
Yeah, I think so. And again, they played a decent end, but not as precise as they have been playing. So again, both teams almost really need to talk about the draw weight. They need to just to reconvene about what the paths are, what the weight is, how they want to throw it, and just ensure that they can get all these stones above the tee line. Here's another one that's just coming to tee.
Good. What'd you get on that? 14.
Again, you want that to be about a foot higher. Just a case of the heavies right now. Again, that could be a 6th end blues. We see that quite a bit with the 6th end. But we'll see what happens here in 7. Just such a great opportunity, unfortunately missed by Turkey there. Scotland, again, with those numbers, just playing extremely well.
Yoni, öbür yap çizgi için. Yap. Sen dönüyor yap. Yap. Bırakmadan. Baba.
Oh, what a shot there. Terrific shot by Shingel.
4-10.
Bak bu hızlı bence kızlar.
Well, just taps it back, pushes the back of the 8-foot. It's in a position now where they can use it later on. Keep some stones around. And if you're Turkey, must force, try to get a score and get the hammer back into 8.
Yeah, for Turkey, they definitely need to take some chances, as you say, Luke. A force here is fine. You still have 3 ends. You can take that hammer into the 8th end. That would be ideal. Obviously, if you steal, that's okay too, but then your opposition has the hammer in the 8. So force here would be probably the ideal position to be in. But you're never going to say no to a steal. Oh, nice shot there from Sophie Jackson. She's having a great game as well.
Okay, 14-3. Okay.
Just that back and forth, who can control that area just down front over the rings.
Gel. Bunu alayım sonra. 4-10'lu. Evet. 15'li. O civarlar.
And here, coming in as the alternate last end, now at the 2nd position, Ishal Karaman, 21-year-old, again, another young player stepping into the front end.
Dışarıda.
Came in, made a great freeze in the last end, really set up the whole end.
She did. That really gave her team a chance for the 2. This one maybe just weight was actually really good, just needed to curl another inch or 2. So Scotland with that comfortable and controlling lead is thinking about peeling the center guard, which is a great call.
I don't think it matters. Everything's behind. Yeah.
You could hit the open stone as well on the left-hand side.
The single's good. So
yeah.
Let's just make the single, but peel it on this side.
Okay.
Looks like they might be trying the red and trying to clip that red stone in the rings, but number 1 is just make a clean peel for sure.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Your flirt was sticking around if you're going after that one real aggressively.
Sorry, bad call.
That's good.
Yeah, still a good result there.
Yeah,
Again, when you're up 2 with hammer, you are in control, so you don't need to take any chances at all, no risks whatsoever. You're very happy if you score here, you're happy if you blank here. Right now, with 4 rocks in the rings, it does look like there may be a score here in 7 for somebody.
Tam araya. Hop. Yoni yap Berfin'le gel. Araya. Hop. Yap Berfin yap. Çizgi için. Hop. Yap Berfin.
Hızı çok iyi ama tep yapar.
Hayır. Yap.
Tap yapar.
Berfin yap. Oğlum.
Tap yapar.
Tamam oğlum.
Not a bad stone there. Didn't really want to bump it too much on that angle, but if Scotland goes after that red double,
Just onto
it
this.
will definitely
Yeah.
jam on something.
You're like
Yep.
3/4 thick.
Think thin half.
Okay. Oh God.
What are you thinking?
Thin half.
Thin half.
Yep.
I think even half's pretty close as well.
Yep.
Okay.
Trying to make that top double. Maybe you can move that back red, move everything around.
Yeah, I think so. I think actually if you hit a little bit more than thin half, you'll bounce it on a better angle back, deeper. A great weight here by Sophie. Something should go. Oh, great try.
Leaves shot stone right on the tee line, but there's no guards.
Good.
Yeah, that's a good shot. Look how fast this rock was moving. Hit about a half a stone. And just managed to avoid her yellow shot that was just biting the button. And a really good angle there now on the Scottish stone, yellow onto red, when they get a chance to use it. So probably a tight guard going up here for Turkey.
97'de. Top 4. Biraz sert.
You have to find that happy medium. You kind of want to protect the yellow Scottish stone because that's the one they can run in to get rid of your shot. But at the same time, you don't want to allow them to throw the pick either. But this one is coming very deep. Uh-oh.
Well, just chips
Oh, boy.
and rolls off.
Way too much weight. Tolerance on that was definitely to be on the lighter side.
Bıraktım ya hacım.
Straight nine into the red.
Yeah. Do you prefer that?
No. I kind of like hitting the yellow roll wide.
Okay.
Even if we don't hold the shooter, Jen.
Are you meaning off the yellow?
What?
Are you meaning this?
Yeah.
Oh, there's nothing there, but then
Yeah.
it's going to be a loner one anyway.
Yeah, if you stick a shooter, that's good. Yeah.
I like that.
Are you throwing peel?
I don't think we need to bomb it down here.
Okay.
We just want to just make
I'll
sure
see
we
what
kill
they think.
something,
Okay.
yeah. Especially something at the back.
I'm seeing peel. What are you seeing?
Pardon?
I'm seeing peel. What are you seeing?
I said we didn't need to bomb it, but Becca's first thought was peel. and
I
they-
was thinking kill the back one.
Just make
Okay, let's go peel.
just to make sure we kill.
A hair high.
What did yours do down here?
First one was a better throw and it was a hair finish.
Okay.
So looking to go after, go yellow-red.
Yep.
Yeah, throwing peel weight here. They want to try and keep their shooter if they can.
Well, they don't get rid of either red.
Good.
Okay.
They knew those ones in behind were going to be their problem.
I thought they maybe get a little bit more of a spin on their red, on that red Turkey stone, but it sure didn't.
So good.
So again, if you think about Turkey now, their goal is to try and force here because they want hammer in the even eighth end. So just a nose hit should do it. And still a couple rocks to come, however. Trying to maybe roll this a bit so it's a difficult double. And definitely not a triple for Scotland.
Wow! Wow! İclal gir. Sert İclal. Sert. Yap. Çık. Oh. Süper.
Well, makes the little roll. Just sits in front, but there is a double.
Ne bağırdın be?
Still a chance for Scotland. Make a double.
This is the triple there, Luke. If you hit a little half rock on the right-hand side as we're looking at it, there could be a small chance you catch that back one as well.
Close. Pearl. Whoa. Hi, Pearl.
Well, they like it. No real brushes to this. Won't get the third, but stick around a shot stone.
Yeah, great shot there by Jennifer Dodds.
Good. Good.
Really nice.
And we have our first final. It really was a close game, blown out one big end by Switzerland. They steal 5 in the 7th end to beat Denmark 9-1. So Switzerland, 2 big wins today. 2 games, Switzerland played 13 ends.
Wow.
They've moved 8-2 now, so they're right on the heels of Italy, who they're still yet to play. They also have Sweden as their last 2 games, so. Be a fun, interesting finish as far as the standings. These final 4 sessions after this one.
Trying to hit this Yellowstone and avoid the jam. Oh, that's a great shot. Nice control weight there.
Now Scotland needs to make a double to get out of the end without having to take 1.
Yeah, definitely going to take this double on.
Okay. Yeah, I like it. I've just seen ends.
Think about your position right now in the 7th end. If you can be up 2 with hammer and 8,
Take
you have a very high percentage of winning this game.
Rebecca's had a real solid game.
Nice.
91%, 88's on her takeouts.
Yep.
Trying for the double here.
Curl!
Well, they have enough, make the double, and will miss the back one.
Okay.
Okay, Becca.
Okay, good throw.
Okay. Okay.
Really good throw.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, Becca.
It's okay. Do you like the throw, Harry?
So same shot here now for Chiquia. Make the hit, avoid the jam, and try and find a place. Can you roll a little bit to make the double very difficult? You don't want, you can give them the double, but you don't want to give them double and a possibility to roll out your their shooter, which is never an easy task.
So first goal, make sure you make the hit. Second, stick around. Third, don't leave an easy double. And there, I think we'll force the draw for 1.
Yeah, nice shot there.
Scotland had their chance to get out with the blank.
Yeah.
But make sure you score. Still a 3-point lead
Touch
heading
for
to
it.
8.
Sounds good.
Have to be happy with that position.
Okay.
Touch 4.
Sounds perfect.
Looking for about 14-6, 14-7, probably hog to hog, anywhere along those numbers.
So last stone of the 7th end, facing 2.
Top 40, touch 4. Wait's good. Line
The
over.
joy of being a skip,
line's
facing
really good.
multiple, needing to make a draw when your
Starting
team
9.
needs it.
Wait's good.
Oh, the brushers look happy.
Really good, Becca.
Perfect weight. Good job.
Good judge, guys.
Nice.
Perfect's a good sound for Scotland as that covers the pin and the BKT logo for a single point.
Good job, Becca.
Scotland will extend their lead now to 3, 5-2 after 7.
It's okay. You haven't seen it before, so you can't. Yeah.
Oh, good. That's, we just wanted to score, so that's
Yeah,
good.
we're in a 3-up position, so.
Might be close. But I think I'll be close.
Yeah.
Line's good.
Down here. Close line. Top 8, top 4.
Line's ever tight.
I'm moving lots. All yours,
Wade's
Bo.
good.
All
Wade's
yours,
good.
Bo. 14-9.
Getting to the late stages now of session 16 here in Center 200.
Nice.
Great
Good
shot.
Good so.
We're in the beautiful city of Sydney, Nova Scotia, Canada,
9.
in the BKT
Okay, nice.
Tires World Women's Curling Championship 2024.
Down there, so I was like, I feel like it's going to be close. Just keep a brush
And
on.
a single point.
Good shot.
Turkey gets their force. They now have to go to work with the hammer. And how nice if they would have had that extra point a couple ends ago. It's easy to say it now,
Çizgi için.
but you got to just try and generate your two.
Dönmesin.
İlk defa oraya gidiyoruz. Yap yap yap.
Yeah, Turkey has a
Dönmesin.
bit of a mountain to climb here. They do have hammer though in this even end, which is key.
Güzel. Tam o yere.
Would like to get their two back for sure.
Yap yap yap yap. Biraz daha biraz daha biraz daha biraz daha. Süper.
Güzel.
Çok iyi.
Comparison of players here in this eighth end. Advantage Jackson over Shengo, 91 to 86%.
So if you play this out, Luke, if you think that Turkey tries to get their two this end, gets within 1, force in 9, and then maybe get 2 to tie or 3 to win in 10. So you have to be looking at it that way. You have to think about how crucial it is to have those 2 hammers to 1.
They'll just bump in.
Really nice.
Nice.
Really nice.
2 nice shots there by Sophie Jackson. No mistake made on her part.
So 2 in the rings.
Deniz'in bir tık fazlası.
Do you put another corner? Do you draw behind?
I'd be tempted to maybe put up another corner. I'm assuming that Scotland will step up and try and peel when they're able.
Yoni.
But come around is not the wrong call either.
Yalnız var.
Get one buried right away, then you can guard it for a couple of rocks as well.
Bravo önde önde önde hiç hiç hiç hayır. Bravo bravo bravo. İzler yap
The
biraz.
line is
Bravo,
great
bravo.
here.
Süper. Mükemmel.
Güzel.
Well, right in behind. Let's game on through lead stones of this eighth end.
Yeah, nice pair there.
Good numbers at the second position.
Line's good.
Sophie
Okay,
Sinclair.
Line's good. Let's let it come down.
Top 12. Wade's coming off tight now.
It's really moving.
Oh, okay. Please to stop.
Really moving.
We're tight. Maybe it's still
Prefer to have this in. They don't really
it's
want
really good if
anything
it
out
stops,
front if you're Scotland.
No.
Maybe just biting.
Okay.
Yeah, biting is
good.
great.
Great.
That's 3 stones that Turkey will have to eventually deal with.
No. Anytime now would be nice.
We've seen this time and time again when you're in a situation when you're down and you really have to push hard for 2. Teams seem to want to play the hit and roll, and the hit and roll is such a difficult shot. You could play that backline weight, even a little more than backline, and just push things to the back. If you are the team that's down, you want rocks in play. You don't really want to remove anything. You just want to create a big barrier at the back of the house. So I'd like to see Turkey just throwing some softer weights here, like draw weight, and move things around. That was a great shot.
A little roll off to the side. Trying to get behind the corner. Keep an eye. Korea up 5-2 right now over Norway. And look at those 3 reds for Korea.
Yeah, I'm not sure if she's playing the, yeah, it does look like maybe the in-off. Trying to get her single point. Hit the outside red and roll towards the button. Oh, and moves them both, but not quite far enough, and does get a single. What a great shot for 1.
They thought they might have had enough to move them all. 2-point lead for Korea and the hammer heading to 8 in that game.
Sorry.
Scotland able to get at that one, makes the hit and roll away.
Okay.
10-6, yeah.
Sorry.
What a brilliant game there by Sophie Sinclair.
Nice.
Ya da vur kal.
Vur kal da güzel olur.
Tam kalırsak daha iyi.
Aynen.
Kontrol.
Priz gibi olur.
Buradan.
Again, asking for control weight here
Eğer
instead of just
dönerse
throwing
bunu
that back
yaparım.
line.
Vur kal.
3-3.
Wow.
9,5. 9,5.
Ya dönmesin. Hop.
9,5.
Öndür yap. Sert. Sert. Sert. Sert. Sert. Sert. Güzel.
Okay.
Let's just trying to find a way to keep things around. Had to move some. It's again another stone Scotland has to deal with.
Yeah, pretty good shot there. Just rolled off ever so slightly.
Look at all the scores. Scotland leading Turkey in this one 5-2. Sweden doubling up Estonia now 6-3. Switzerland winning 9-1 over Denmark. And Korea 5-3 up on Norway.
Can just roll right in front.
Eighth
That's
end.
nice.
Of that one.
Oh, it's good ice.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Ten and a half.
10-5. Whoa. Curl.
Hard cross. Gotta go. Gotta go.
Right over, Soph.
Really gotta go.
Right over.
Right over.
Right over.
You gotta move in, keep going.
Keep going. Keep going.
Have
Hard.
enough to push this one through the rings.
Oh, nicely done.
Okay.
That's fine.
But they touch those side ones, changing them so that second shot now belongs to Turkey.
Little, but just a little.
Okay.
Önde.
So if you're Turkey here, Luke, you're thinking about what is
Bence
my
yapman
goal for
gerek
this
yok,
end.
fazlaya gidebiliriz.
And I would imagine they're trying to, that they want to score 2 here. Obviously 2 is huge, 3 is amazing, but 2 is huge. Do you ever just maybe think about hitting shot rock, rolling over a bit, and line 2?
I think they looked at it.
I mean, if you want to try for 3, this is the way you do it. You draw another one in behind that red corner. But you have to be perfect because you can't give Scotland an opportunity to remove both of your red stones
Bak
here.
top eight.
Top 8.
Vurum açılmasın.
Top 8, top 4.
Hayır.
Top 8, top 4.
Hayır. Hayır.
Gotta get right to the nose of this one.
Don't want to be too heavy here.
Yap bakayım,
Oh,
yap,
no.
Yap. Dönmesin, dönmesin. Yap, yap, yap.
Well, did they make the call too late to go around?
Oh.
They'll go back, but it's going to
Wow.
be 5th shot.
Great call, but as you say, is it too late?
Jennifer Dodds, 88%. Bodner Palat, 82.
I get 2 then.
Yeah.
Yeah, this will run pretty straight.
2 draws for Palat.
Fight as well.
Lower numbers, and that one wasn't where she wanted to be.
Jennifer Dodds with the attempt here to run this red guard back and try and hit one of those red stones in the rings as well.
I'll get one of them and misses them and leaves the guard there.
Okay.
Doesn't move it very far.
Okay. Okay. Sorry.
We can trace that right now.
Yeah.
Dilshat Yildiz calling the team down to have a look at this. This is such a crucial shot about to be thrown. It looks like Turkey line second only. I think, and 5th, I guess.
Ya şöyle atacağız. Burayı korumak için. Ama bu sefer onları da çıkarmak zorunda kalacağız. İşte ona vurduk mu buna gelme ihtimali var. Bence bunu yapacaksak eğer.
He öyle de double olur belki.
Vurup
Koruruz.
kalsak da yeterli.
Double olsa da güzel olur.
O yüzden mola alacağım.
En
Burası
azından
kritik
onu da,
bir yer.
onu da sayıya sokmuş oluruz double'la. Vur. İkisi çıksın, kendi burada kalsın. Onlar zaten orayı double'ını tercih ederler. Molayı aldın mı?
I think this is a great time to call your
Şunu
timeout.
vur, double yap, kendin kal. Onlar
Buna
ona
gitsek
double
gitme
yapsın.
ihtimali var, anladın
Hayır
mı?
hayır, bunu double yap. O ondan gitmez ama artık.
Zaten Özün ablan da son taşı. Sana 2 taşta seni en azından rahatlatacak bir şeylerin de olması lazım. Aynen. Şu geri olmasa onlar da zaten mis gibi.
Onların elinde top 8'de olsaydı.
You could play the double on the 2 stones on the left.
Belki bu içten vurursa belki gider de dıştan vurursa gitmeyebilir.
Try and bring in
İkisi
fifth
de
shot.
İkisi o kesin
tamam
gidiyor.
içten gider.
Şuna vurduğun
Şuradan
zaman o onun
gider.
üzerinde.
Buradan vurursak belki biz de buna çarptıktan sonra hani şuralarda falan durabiliriz.
Ortaya yakışı da olabilir. Buna vurunca hepsi çıkar.
Buradan gelirler.
Ne? Düşündüğünüz şey ne?
Yani şunu ya double yapacağız.
Ona yaptığımız zaman uzakta kalıyoruz. Buna vurduğu zaman da 2 tane bizden yakın oluyor. Ona vurduğumuz
Bence
zaman
böyle.
onu yaparsak, araya sıkıştırabilirsek daha güzel olur bizim.
Kalanına vurdun mu kontrolüne
Çünkü-
geliyor direkt.
Özür onu yaptığımdan uzakta,
Yani
bunu da
olur.
çıkardığı zaman 2
Ben
sarı
aslında
oluyor.
patlatırım çıkarız.
Ama işte kalanından bu da ona gider mi?
Kalınından ona gitmez. O kadar.
Ona çok ince vurması lazım. Buradan
Hızınız-
vurması lazım ki gitsin. Kontrol.
Yani araya doğru yürüyeceğiz. Onu çıkardığımız zaman bir şey değil de böyle araya eğer sıkıştırabilirsek, yakın olursa çok güzel olur. Okey.
Arkanda taş var.
Ay
Yani
şu araya sıkışmasa bile olur. Abi vursun abi burada kalsın açılsın şuraya gitsin. Bugün zaten bundan deneyecek.
O gitmez asla.
Well, a few different
Merak etme,
hits,
o
what you do,
gitmiyor.
you got to deal with those ones, but I think try to bring the other ones into play.
Yeah, they talked about originally going around the yellow guard, but that's fine. But probably the best you can do is be 6th shot, and that's not going to be helpful with only a few rocks to come. I really like this call, hitting the shot stone on the right-hand side, rolling in. You don't need to remove this back yellow, but rolling into it, maybe move it so this red stone comes into play at the back, and then you might have a shot for 3 with the last couple of rocks for Turkey. So number 1, get rid of shot stone. Number 2, try and roll a little bit to be 2nd shot.
Yap. Yap. Yap. Sert. Sert baby. Sert. Yap.
We're only working this, trying to hold it to get any roll, and we'll nose it.
Oh
so.
dear.
Güzel Özün abla.
The nose is not bad, but there is a double there now on those 2 red stones.
Ben de kırdı. Bende de.
Olabilir. Çünkü ona
Even
reaksiyonu
rolling
öyle
over
ver.
to it probably isn't bad for
Isn't
Scotland.
bad either, definitely, but I imagine she'll try and take on the double first.
An awful lot, but I think you just get a bit of finish.
Okay.
You're from Peel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just a. Well, wait, have you,
Peel?
you seen a peel down here? You had yours. Just a hair finish. Yeah. I think that looks like good ice
Okay.
for it.
Sounds like Rebecca Morrison's going to throw peel weight here, wants to get some action on the stones. This would be a big double if she can make it.
Oh, so. Carol. Hard.
Well, it's 1-2 right now for Turkey. Do they have the double? 1,
Get it.
make the double, touch the 3rd,
Oh, and look
and
at
we'll
the
sit
roll.
back
Great shot.
just in time to be right beside it.
Great shot.
Oh, when I let that go, I was a bit scared.
Incredible shot there. Look at this. Again, Jennifer Dodds did everything she could to make that
I was
curl.
scared when I let that go.
Gets the 2 and then rolls her 3rd shot.
She was saying she was
Shot
scared.
stone.
Is that because you're basically playing it where she was throwing it, didn't think it was going to curl, or
Yeah,
when she released it out?
sometimes when you look at the center line, right, it kind of plays with your mind as you're trying to throw it.
Okay.
88% for Rebecca Morrison. Those will go up after that one. Dilshat Yildiz. Still a good game, but not quite what she's needed. A couple of shots needed to try and score 2 now.
She's good.
Yeah, so unfortunately, right now, all they have is the freeze. Scotland's put on a display here of that peel weight. So it's like they can almost get anything going. Looking for to lock it right on these back stones.
Just keep this one going right down to it,
Güzel.
and they'll get what looks like shot.
Bizde. Niye o kadar sinirlisin?
Kız.
4-0-6.
Bak 4-0-6'larım nereye gidiyor?
Really nice shot there.
Okay, so 14-8 in her one. So
Okay. As long as we
And I think even
show it, we're in a pretty
with
good
Rebecca's
position.
ability to throw the peel, there's not a chance to get that one out. Oh, there probably is, but elected to throw the freeze as well, trying to take that one away and force Turkey to a single point here in the 8th end.
Yeah, that same draws. This coming
yeah,
down
coming
here
down
was
this
good,
way.
wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it's fine.
Well, the focus, Rebecca Morrison. Try and put this one on the face. Force. Put them in a real good position.
We're 2 just now.
With just 2 ends remaining after this.
Pause. Quiet. Yeah. Back 4. Where? Back 4, Becky.
No, then!
No.
Weight will be okay as long as the line, it's got a curl.
Sinclair trying to carve this one over. Just bounces off ever so slightly. And a chance at 2, I think, is alive now.
I think so.
Okay.
I think if you can nose it or just hit it a hair on the right side as we look at it, the shot stone yellow should spin enough that Turkey can get 2.
9 gibi atacağım kızından atsın.
Aynen. Hızlı
Can't really afford to touch your red though.
Şöyle göster.
Well, they missed a chance at 2 a couple ends ago. Opportunity for
Tam göbeğine
2
dokuz
score
gibi
in the
ki
8th
hızlı
end.
yanarsın çünkü çok yapışık ya, kontrol atmaz onu.
Just to get within 1 point. Become a favorite here in Sydney. A lot of fans cheering on this Turkey team. Fun team to watch play, and they want to see them have a chance to keep this one going, play a couple more. Needs the double.
Oh, gotta hold it there.
Hit.
And
sit
there it is.
There's the hit and get the 2.
Beautiful.
A 1 point game with 2 ends remaining. Scotland does take the hammer into 9. 5-4 is where we stand.
Like with sinks, worst one's when we chased it. Rolling through rings is pretty good.
Üstüne taşın
15, 10 ve 4-0-6 idi yani ben tilen atmak istedim. Oh!
Biraz gelsin.
Öznur hiç yapma.
Well, 2 ends remaining. Is Turkey able to get the 2 points they desperately needed? So we're a 1 point game.
Dönsün Öznur, yap, dönsün şimdi, yap, yap.
BKT Tires World Women's Curling Championship 2024. You're watching our live coverage, our featured game. We're over on sheet A. Turkey, Scotland. Scotland with the hammer, playing 9, trying to hold on Felt like they've had control for the most part, but Turkey has had opportunities in the second half. Could have had 2 and 6. They got 2 and 8. I'm going to try and force Scotland's hand right now.
Top 40. Way only.
Yeah, and you always think about those things. You had that chance, like you said earlier, to get that 2. You missed it. No mistake on this past end to get 2, so that's good. Now you got to figure out a way to either force here or go for the straight steal in 9.
Okay, sorry.
Well, early advantage there.
Yeah, that is not a good result there for Sophie Jackson. That's the worst place pretty much that you can put that stone. Scotland is just having an outstanding game. Every team member firing on all cylinders.
Kırıldı o. Yap Özgür. Özgür yap. Sen de dur. Yapışsın, devam et. Sert. Çek Vicdan.
Trying to lock this on.
Biraz daha Özgür, biraz daha.
Right down onto the face, just a little short.
Sweeping. Yeah, just a couple inches short, I think.
Scores here, session 16, or a 1-point game. Sweden up 2 with the hammer over Estonia. Switzerland winning 9-1, and Korea up 7-3 over Norway now, extending their lead. Norway with the hammer in the 9th end of that game, a long way back for the silver medalists from a year ago. The champions from a year ago were Switzerland, who won that game against Denmark.
Light only. Bump in the hair.
Line's good. Bump in the hair. Line's good. That's good.
Oh, what a great shot. That is a tremendous second shot there by Sophie Jackson. Not only does she tap it kind of out to the wing or out to the open, but leaves hers right in front there. Which forces Turkey almost to have to get to the inside of that yellow stone. There's a good look at it. You can't quite see all of that yellow stone sitting top button. But your other red Turkey stone is of no assistance at the moment.
75.
And this looks like it has a ton of weight.
And a lot of curling to do. Sweepers are just going beside it, but it's not going to do anything in the rings. Luana's out of the 5th end break. Ketterman came in at the 2nd position.
Good call here by Rebecca Morrison. Just get rid of that center guard. They're feeling in a very controlled position right now, up 1 with hammer and 9. Whether they score here or whether they take the hammer into 10 on a blank, they'd be pretty happy.
Nice.
Analytics say their winning percentage is fairly high.
Burada kalsın.
They're going to play in to try and move them around. Does seem early to go in the house.
Yeah, I would agree. Another center guard here wouldn't be bad. You know Scotland will go up and peel it. You could do that for a few more rocks before you decide to make this play.
Yap bırakma, yap. Sert verme, sert. Yap.
Well, just bumps it back a little bit. Still, the shots don't force Scotland, but everything in the forefoot.
And we've already recognized the peel weight ability of this young team Scotland.
No, which one? 11? Yep.
Do you like 11?
Yeah, I like 11, yep.
Just gradual curl here.
I think it'll curl quite hard.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
So they elected to throw the 11, which means I imagine they're just going to hit and try and roll to center.
Yep.
Try and protect that stone that's a full button.
11, 5, 12. Okay. Yeah. 12. Yep. Whoa. 11, 8. Yep.
Can they ever roll towards the other red?
Sorry.
Yeah, too thick.
Sorry.
It rolls right over
Okay.
top. That was a really difficult shot.
I didn't actually get down in the end.
Yeah, I thought they'd throw more weight at it.
But I think I've timed it
If you're
wrong.
going to try for the 2 reds, I would agree. I would have thrown Peel at that. I just thought maybe they're rolling to center with that kind of weight. So it does leave the door open just a little here for Turkey. Trying again to corner freeze. Again, it's really important to freeze on the broom side. You don't want to over curl this. Got to try and think about the angles.
Hop. Freeze. Oh. Hızlı de. Freeze. Wow. Freeze. Wow. Berfin yavaşsa. Say Berfin. Sen dönsün. Sen çok iyi devam et. Wow.
Try and get right into the pocket.
Oh, they could have left that a little, Luke. Just another couple inches curl there. But pretty good result.
Back
Nose.
inside.
Yeah,
Thinking of
here.
hair inside. I
Yeah.
think I hear inside.
Here inside.
Okay, hair inside's nice. Okay. 10.
I was thinking
I
peel.
was thinking peel.
Okay.
I like peel. Get rid of the back yellow as well.
Yeah.
Did you just run down here?
Yep.
Hair less.
Yeah. Think even a hair less.
Yeah,
I
very
like that.
Okay.
Going to see some granite run here or fly here, I think, with this peel weight by Jennifer Dodds.
That's good. Good.
Now they get rid of one of the backing and 1 red. So you're at 3-1 in stone count in the rings right now.
I think so. Yeah.
That's really good.
That is really good. That is just a fabulous shot. Now, for Turkey, they're in a bit of a predicament here.
Guard da olur.
You could throw up a guard.
Yani o da olabilir tabii ama.
Again, what's your goal? If you're trying to force Scotland perhaps to a single point, you could hit the
Öznur.
stone on the left-hand side.
Yani çünkü onu yakın. Onu şey yapamam.
You'll be forced to throw a double at some point.
Onlardan önce hamleyi biz yapmış oluruz.
Yani. Şöyle guard
Ya
at.
onu vuracağız, Avile burada kalacağız, onlar bunu vuracak. Double kalacak, sen de double yapacaksın. Buradan yine 1 veririz. Ya da öyle. Ya da yani en 2 ihtimalimiz var.
Şunu buraya atsak ondan daha önde olacak şekilde.
Aynen. Sen yine bir düşün ben gidene kadar.
Well, how dangerously do you want to live? Put the guard out. Do you hit and roll away? But even that doesn't guarantee you're going to get a force.
Bilmiyorum şimdi söyleyecek, ben fikrimi söyledim.
Not at all, then you'll be working the rest of the end trying to keep your rocks from being set up for 2 for a double. So
Kontrol. Grup açılsın. Bundan önde olması yeterli.
Tamam.
I know it's risky, but the guard might be the better of the calls, but I get it. Like you want to try and stay in this game. So hit and roll to lie at least 3rd shot. You have to outcount that yellow Scottish stone that's edge 12.
Go.
Such a nice delivery.
Yap. Go. Yap. Go. Go. Go. Go.
Hiç,
Gir. Sert.
Want a little roll away.
Süper.
Güzel.
Just hangs on.
So they outcount that other yellow, 1st and 3rd for Turkey.
Ne ki? Evet. İyi bıraktığın zaman güzel gidiyor. Evet. 3-4 müydü?
Look at this delivery, Luke.
50 değildir de.
Nice and square, eyes on the target, and just a great release altogether.
10. Okay.
Very technically sound.
Okay. Yeah, I like 10. Okay.
Hair low, she said, yeah?
Yeah.
Pretty straightforward, yellow onto red.
Even a hair
Where do you
high,
want the
we
shooter
roll
to go?
about.
I think they're going to try and roll their shooter to the broom side, to the left side as we look at it now. If you roll the shooter, you might be able to even up your yellow stones.
Clean. Clean. Yeah. Yep. Hard. Hard. Hard.
There's the hit. Kick the yellows away.
Good. Okay, good.
Actually, that's a great roll.
It's the double jam.
I think it does.
Hair thinner would have been really nice. It looked like it was just like.
Kontrol.
Tamam.
Tam karşısına özünü.
Play the hit and roll. That's probably the smarter of the two calls. I don't think the double is safe. You want to keep that red stone on the left, back 12 in play.
Buradan alacağım lütfen.
Kontrol.
Aynen. Aynen.
3-3.
Evet.
So Skip Stone's 9th end, a 1-point game.
Yep.
Yep.
Third.
Third.
Third.
Third. Berfo. Oh.
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh,
Get
whoa,
one,
whoa,
hit.
whoa, whoa.
Oh my
Roll in front.
goodness.
And rolls just
Wow.
a fraction up that it's second shot.
That was a hard rock to call, but just a tremendous attempt. And I think, are you thinking their second shot?
I think shot stone still belongs to Scotland. I think it rolls just at the end and spins up.
Oh, it did indeed.
This will give us another look.
Look at this, so close. It is yellow. So if you're Scotland,
Let's just call it instead of.
Yeah.
now they're gonna call their timeout. You could lie two here. You probably want to lie two here.
What would ever happen if you hit the one on the side of the 12 foot?
Maybe just
I don't
Lie
think we
first,
can do anything
third,
else.
and
I
fourth.
think it's either peel or something like.
Just need to be careful if you do that. And they
That's definitely a possibility, Luke,
call it
bringing that
bluffing
other
over it.
stone
I think
in
I prefer,
play.
like almost out here.
So she got that.
That is true, yeah. Then they've got
see
that,
what-
that, yeah.
Coach has to say.
Yeah.
This is tricky.
I think it's
No.
either peel or something.
Kind of on board what you're talking about with the draw. It doesn't look like it's not the easiest peel out, is it? It's not the
No,
easiest peel out in that red. So can we draw somewhere this back quarter just to
We're
lie?
thinking like here.
Yeah, somewhere
Here
there.
leaves her the double, but then
Yeah.
we've got an open shot for one.
Yeah,
If we go here, do they ever?
they might
just-
play the freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's if you draw here and she makes a double, it's a nose hit for one, which we're kind of happy about, isn't it? I think it's probably if we know how to get it there.
Quite a steep double if you go there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we know how to get it there. I'm cool with that. That looks a tough peel.
Yeah,
So we
it's
want to be
quite hard.
half and
Let's
four.
make it Becca.
Yeah, half
Happy
on the
with
4
that?
foot here, like on this side of centre. Yep.
You happy with the draw, Becca?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's make it.
Yeah, I like it better. Okay. Okay. So running a good speed.
So like half in back four.
You can give us the same.
So close
as
enough that
yours into that
they have to
outer.
play it to try
Into the
to lie
corner.
shot
That was like 14.
and can't make that
So-
double.
Oh, right,
You
okay.
could roll out.
And we're a little wider here, and it'll be a bit slower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to your suggestion of hitting the open one, and if you hit and stick on that open one, obviously Turkey hits red onto yellow, sits two, and then it would be a double for three. It'd be a difficult double, probably a double only for two actually, but a way to get to. So with Scotland now coming into the 4 foot area, if it's not good enough for, and it's behind the tee line, Turkey could take on the freeze. They could also take on the tap of the one that we were talking about, red onto yellow. So the precision of this shot is actually crucial here for Scotland.
Line's really good. Right here.
Heads are down. They're trying to make sure this gets to the 4 foot though.
Placement needs to be precise.
Needs to be a little deeper so there's no double.
Come on.
Hard, go, go, go.
Come on.
Go, go, go, go.
Well, they didn't want that thin double off the side, which is there now.
No, it is there. That is not the spot you wanted to leave it.
15. Okay.
Okay.
You gave us
Okay,
the way you
Becca.
wanted.
Okay.
Yeah, you gave us a really good time.
Good.
Good sweep.
The Russians realize this pretty much at hog line that they need to go. It needs to be back.
Hard.
Come on.
Hard, go, go, go.
Come on.
Go, go, go, go.
Trying to get that one back 4 foot. That one's right on the tee line.
Because I was like, Everyone really shocked me at the start. I was like,
So half a stone here
nice. And it was very
will make the yellow double. And will likely force Scotland to have to take a single here in 9. Huge shot here. Try and hit this thinner than thicker.
Well, do they catch enough? Make the double
What
and we'll
a
sit
shot,
there.
sitting 3.
Now the fist pump there.
Absolutely, she should be happy.
So hit for 1.
And that was the problem. Let's look at this shot again. Couldn't have hit it any better. Avoids the jam on the back stone. But you think about going back to Rebecca Morrison's first stone there. Like really, it was so precise.
So a nose hit and got to stay in the 4-foot here. Scoring crucial, facing 3. But Turkey has done everything to get the force. Well, that's a worst case scenario for them in the end.
Gotta go on that. Really gotta hold it. Hard, Jen. Clean.
Look at that. Jennifer Dodds goes from
No kidding.
hard to clean.
She held that right away. Amazing sweeping again by Jennifer Dodds.
So a single point and a 2-point game. Heading to the 10th end, 6-4. Scotland leads, but Turkey gets the
Felt
hammer.
like a really slow slide, and I was like, oh god. Okay, 2 up.
Aynen. 2, 3 inşallah.
Bir hata da alırız şu oyunda mesela.
Giving us down here?
Yep.
Yeah. Good. Wait, all there. Hold on. T-line. Top 4.
Line's
Top
good.
4.
Move it, Lois, now.
Well, it comes down 10th end, the BKT Tires World Women's Curling Championship 2024.
Needs to sit.
Come on.
And we knew this was going to be a battle right to the end, and Turkey with the hammer down 2 against Scotland. Scotland gets 1
14-4.
in a well battled back and forth 9th end. The double by Turkey just really set that up to be able to make that.
That was just a brilliant shot. Made no mistake and put pressure on Rebecca Morrison to have to make that open hit. Couldn't afford really to roll anywhere. And she had to nose that shot for 1, and she did. And sometimes that's a struggle when you miss your first shot in an end, and you have to really dig in and get that focus to make your second, and Rebecca made no mistake on that.
So we'll see the corner guards more than likely see if they go 2.
Top 4, yeah? Okay. No, I'm asking what
And again, Sophie Jackson, we saw this once before where she slips behind the tee line on her first.
Touch
You
the
guys
4.
like top 4.
Top.
So now trying to throw top 4 on her second.
Yeah, biting's nice.
Maybe 4 or 5 feet less.
Okay.
95% on her draws in the game for Sophie Jackson.
Top it! Line's good. Line's good. Line's good. Top it, top 12.
Yeah, hide. Hide.
Right in top 12.
Well, Sinclair and Dodds trying to just get this as far as they can.
Yeah, keep on it. So, whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Really nice.
Good spot there. And there goes the second guard on the other side for Turkey. The first corner guard is there. It's a little bit tight, but it's still a usable rock for sure.
Both leads good numbers with the draws, but expect to see that at that position.
Paralel. Öznur'la gel, Öznur. Çekin. Yap Öznur, yap. Güzel çekin.
You want this at least to the BKT logo there. You want it a bit tighter if you can. Good brushing as well.
Güzel be.
Both teams still relatively good on their time clock, 6 minutes. They did use their timeout on that last end.
Wait on line. Easy if you can. Steady.
Okay, kind of like
Halfway.
to get it tight.
Easy, curl halfway. Curl. Curl. Hard, Jen. Hard, Jen. Right over. Okay. Hard. Hard, Jen. Hard. Hard, Jen. Hard. Hard. Hard. Hard. Whoa.
Jennifer Dodds is a machine out there. Just unbelievable brushing.
Yeah, the power of that.
I was like, don't kill
Time to catch your breath. There's going to be a few more for Jennifer Dodds. Take a quick look, all the scores. Sweden up by 1 only, gives up the steal. So 6-5, they lead Estonia. Switzerland winning 9-1 over Denmark, and Korea with the hammer up 7-4 against Norway. So Korea looking to win their 7th game. We saw Switzerland. They're now at 8 wins, and they have qualified. They get the Q beside their name. So we have 3 playoff teams qualified already. Run it back. Just leave the one behind the tee line.
Oh, what a tremendous shot. Not only makes the double, but leaves another guard for Turkey to use. I'm a little surprised that Scotland isn't trying to peel 1 or 2 of these guards, but looks like they're just want to play here and keep putting pressure on their opposition, putting their rocks in the rings.
Top 4. Nice, good. Right on line. Way on line. Way on line. Got room.
Lots of room.
Where's the weight?
It looks like it's really running.
Curl, curl, curl.
Curl.
Curl it.
Be a bit of a mistake if this comes behind the tee line, and indeed it does.
Okay.
Now there's 2 back there.
Wow.
Olabilir. Daha iyi.
Looking for the freeze. They could actually even tighten up the broom and just play a back 4 weight, tap that Yellowstone a bit more, and try and roll under. There's not a long way to roll. But if you could ever get one kind of tucked under your red guard, you'd be setting yourself up in pretty good shape here. Still lots of work to do if you're a team for Turkey.
Dönmesin. Yap dönmesin.
Got to make sure you're there first.
Biraz beke atsa olur kanka.
A lovely shot.
Çok iyi.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, and another final. It is Korea defeating Norway 7-4. So Korea improves their record. They're now up to 7-2. Norway drops that one, so they are now 3-7. And they will be eliminated from the playoffs.
Top 4.
Interesting call here. by Scotland, Luke. You're up 2 without hammer, and you're trying to freeze the shot stone. I'm not sure why you wouldn't peel it out, pick it out.
You've really got to carve that so far. Got to carve it. Go, go, go.
Okay.
I mean, great shot.
What time did you get on that?
We see these standings, the 3 teams in white qualifying for the playoffs already. Canada, Italy, and Switzerland. Korea is very close at 7 and 2. Denmark and Sweden both on 4 losses. Sweden up 1 right now, so it looks like they win. They tie Denmark in that spot. While the U.S. on the outside, just looking in. Well, Scotland needs to win to have any chance of keeping 6 losses alive. I know Turkey, 7 losses, is eliminated from the playoffs, but Olympic points, every game crucial to seeding.
Throwing back 4 Wade here. Trying to get by the guard.
Well, by the guard, but by everything now as it over curls all the way back.
Yeah, Wade was perfect, just over curl. Really wanted to touch that yellow stone. And Team Scotland will come down and have a look and have a conversation.
To dead freeze. Do you ever bump this to dead freeze it? I'm just worried that she's got.
She probably slashes it then, which isn't bad.
So if we just. So right, if we bump this
Yeah,
here,
if you
and leave
just
this
touch it, same weight we just played.
Yeah, even a hair less.
Do you like that, Jen?
Yeah, I like that. Are you wanting to get it just a hair
A smidge high.
high? Yeah.
Just to bump it onto the nose.
Same weight. We literally just need a. Probably even a hair less weight. I would have said. Because she was back 8, I think, with the last.
Do you think a hair less ice? We weren't carving it.
Okay, yep.
I think I'd rather hold
Edge
it.
of.
I think I'd rather see us hold it a little more.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Okay, you can give us a hair less weight as well.
Yeah.
I like the same weight because we've taken less ice, so I don't.
Okay.
Hair more.
Yeah.
Back 4, back 8.
Back 8.
Back 8.
You've got to curl that. It's way more.
Heavy. Back 8. Queen. Straight. Back 8. Woo. Woo. Straight. Hard. Straight.
Just trying to tap this right on the nose to the face of that red stone.
Right down to it, so we'll sit
Good call, Becca.
1-3. Again, that's scoring area closed in on Turkey. We need 2.
Good throw.
Have some backing on those 2 red stones.
I think Turkey might have to make a play on those 2 yellows now.
Zaman gidiyor mu hepsi?
Yok yine bu kalır.
If they try and double them, I'm sure it'll jam right onto yellow at the back. I don't think drawing's really going to help you here. You can't give Scotland that same shot.
İçe yakın daha iyi. Şöyle burayı da kaysak.
They want to cross it, so hit it on the left side of your picture, go across the face of the yellow. Or straight back.
I think I'd be hitting it on the broom side about half a stone, trying to get the second yellow to spin off to your left, away from the other stones.
Trying to get this curl a little bit. We'll go nose, nose.
No.
And it leaves those 2 counting right now, and that shooter rolls off just ever so slightly.
Yeah, just not the right spot to hit it. Needed to hit it half of one side or the other.
Arkası açıldı böyle olmuş. Böyle olunca arkası açılmış oluyor. Diğer türlü.
Big weight. Fortunate, able to keep that shooter around, so it's another one could come into play.
Definitely. And I'd be concerned if I was Scotland with all those red stones out front as well.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking. She's got all 3 runs.
Could you, like, even just bump it a hair and line that up to that? Like, but perfect with all these.
I don't want to play more than the freeze.
Okay.
I think it's either the freeze or like top 8.
Should I go for the freeze if it's short? We're okay?
Yeah, I think I like
Short
this.
freeze and just
a hair inside.
Yeah. Stick here.
Is that more than Jen?
Yeah, Jen.
Yanlış yerden durursa.
So the 6 is going nowhere. See what Soph thinks. I think I like where Soph's first said. Okay. Yeah, let's just get a nice one in there. Just line it up. Probably needs to feel like a top 12, top 8 on a normal path. It's quite slick here.
Okay.
Good information there by the front
Really
end.
drag it. Okay.
Yeah. And always a reference point, something to compare it to throughout the week. This game number 10 for Scotland.
I think the importance of this shot, not only getting it to a good position in the rings, but the two guards that are way out front on the one side, they have a good angle to those yellow shot stones.
Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Well done.
Just stop it, just stop it. No, no, no,
Don't
no,
curl it.
no.
It's definitely sliding as it
Okay,
slides
okay.
into the forefoot.
That's okay. That's fine, Becca. That's pretty nice there. Yeah.
Okay.
And we have another final of the last game out on the ice now as Sweden holds off Estonia for an 8-5 win. So Sweden improves their record. They're now 6-4. While Estonia drops to 1-9.
Heel yaptın, bu buna değdiğin zaman zaten sayıda kalıyor.
If you hit this top stone, the one that's just barely biting the button, if you hit it really, really thin on the broom side, Luke, I don't think it would drag enough. I think you'd actually get rid of both of those stones in the forefoot, or on the button, pardon me. There's a good look at it. But you have to hit it super, super thin.
Almost missing your red. Just missing the red.
Just
there.
missing your red. Like I'm talking a third of a stone max. I think you can get both of these yellow shot stones going.
She's had some great ones throughout this and throughout the week.
Gotta hit it thin though.
Thin across the top, push them
didn't
out.
quite go.
And it is 1-2 still belonging to Scotland.
Right idea, but I'm not sure how much she hit of that, but you really had to hit it thin. Here's a good look at it.
Needed even less.
Even less than that.
Bir mi onların özü iki mi?
Sarı bir.
They called them off, but yeah, just enough to push it another 6 inches. So close for
Sarı bir de mi
Czechia.
Özgür?
Ha?
And who do you think is second shot there, Luke?
I thought it was just one at the glance I had.
Yeah, like I think you'll need to give
There's
us
a good look.
foot more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looks like red.
I think red is second. So if you're Scotland, are you throwing the come right in again, or are you throwing a guard here? I didn't hear the call.
Lights good.
Very tense in this last 10th end.
Back 4.
So playing in with back 4 weight.
I'm hearing back 4 weight.
Weight's good. Bounce to straight.
Heavy.
Well, curl.
Hard, Jen.
Hard, Jack. Hard.
Right over. You've got to go hard.
Cannot leave a double. And they'll bounce that one out. Can you nose it and get off that back one?
That's fine.
Yeah, just a little heavy, but I think you can get just slightly inside for 2. It's hard to see. Oh, it's tight, but I think you can do it. You can't touch that redstone back 4.
Böyle vurman
Or would
lazım.
you ever look at one of the corners, the red, slash it in to go for the win?
Bak çünkü bunun tam ortasından vurursa sayı bunda oluyor.
The one on the right-hand side, you definitely could try. But I think the shot is there for 2.
Özgür incesine hack vuracağız.
Aynen.
Yeah, just center line side of that one
Huh?
should do it.
Sen onu 0 geçir.
Aynen. Çizgi.
Belki iyi değil mi daha?
Bek daha iyi olur.
Hiç görünmüyor.
Have to get basically just
Guard'dan
to the
var.
inside of
Ondan
nose.
denedik de. Şu
With
var.
enough weight to push it as well, so it doesn't
Şundan
jam.
bastım acaba?
Ha?
Göbeğine.
Göbeğine mi?
Göbeğine vursak açısına gidiyor. Ya bunu hiç görünmüyor ki. Süremiz ne kadar var?
Gelen sayı olmayabilir.
var 2 dakika daha.
Ne?
Gelen sayı olmayabilir. Mesela vurduk. Bunların ikisi gitti. Şuna çarparsa yine tek sayıda olan bu oluyor.
Ya bunun neresinden incesine de vursam herhalde bu olmayacak Öznur.
Yani başka bir atış yok.
A long discussion at this one. Still minute 45 on their clock and counting.
Şurası görünüyor. Şu kadarı.
Yani yaparak
Evet. Bek. Ya bek
Bek.
hiç olur bizim.
bek et Öznur.
Tamam.
Burayı 0 geçir.
Tamam.
Bek. 9. Hadi bakayım.
Well, the long analysis of the situation. Can you get across the
Görünmüyor,
face?
Orayı geçse vurup kalacak.
9.
Got to move that back one.
Hızın.
Tamam.
Güzel. Öne alacağım.
There's a real good look down the sheet. Kwai Wade will see the curl.
Yeah, you just have to skinny by that one
Aynen.
in the top 4. Not an easy task here.
Opportunity to try and tie this game up. 3rd-2 in the second half of this game.
O hayır.
Dilshat Yıldız.
İyi o, iyi o.
Berfin.
Sen.
Berfin yap, devam et.
Well, gotta get this one almost to the center line. A lot of work still. Again, they get it across. Get across nose and tap it back. They'll tap it, but on the nose, and it will not move the second one far enough. So it is just 1, and the win for Scotland. They survive a flurry of activity in that 10th end. A 6-5 win. And a little surprise as it comes down. They had the chance, but didn't quite come up enough. So Scotland wins their 4th game, hands Turkey their 8th loss.
Evet ama çok güzel döndü. Ortasına denk geldi.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Well, 8th end, a chance to try and score the 2. It was a battle back and forth all the way around behind the corner. Dilshat Yıldız, an opportunity to try and make this double. Got to get to the nose and hold your shooter, and no problem. Morrison was a little off and left the double, and an opportunity to score 2.
Like we think,
9th end, and really a cat and mouse game. The chess game continues. Who can do what? Turkey gets the force. They have the double to lie 3. And they hit and stick, and Scotland gets 1 to go up 2 into the 10th end.
Yeah. Just felt like a really slow slide. And
On the 10th end, a lot of stones, all a bunch behind the tee line, but an opportunity to cross that yellow stone on the button belonging to Scotland, because you have to tap it, not jam the back yellow. Move it, got to get across the face of this one, got to get inside in order to move it far enough that it doesn't, it jams, and it is just 1, that single red point, and that's not quite enough, as it is Scotland winning 6-5 over Turkey.
Thank you. Sorry. Takes the game.
Rebecca, congratulations. What a phenomenal game by your team. Tell us how you're feeling.
Yeah, I feel great. I feel like we really were on top of our draw weight there and had lots of good shots throughout the team. Feeling really pleased and taking a lot of confidence in tomorrow from that.
I can only imagine, and it looks like the team's working really well together, lots of communication, lots of support. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I mean, we work together a lot. We're together 5 days a week, so we know how to support each other. We know each other inside out, so yeah, it's really flows quite well in our team.
Fantastic. And last question, just talk about your experience so far here at the World Championship.
Yeah, we had a tough start. Five losses in a row isn't what we wanted, so we were a bit disappointed with that. But our goal now is just to keep winning and stay as high up in that table as we can. Everyone's important this year, so yeah, going to come out fighting tomorrow.
Absolutely. Good luck tomorrow and the last couple of games.
Thank you.
Well, it was a 1-point win. Scotland defeats Turkey, while Sweden holds off Estonia 8-5. They win. Switzerland 9-1. They defeat Denmark and Korea 7-4 over Norway. And that loss from Norway puts them in a position now where they will be out of the playoff round. Canada, Italy, and Switzerland have all qualified for the playoffs. You see the 8 wins between Italy and Switzerland. Well, Korea moves to 7-2. Then Denmark and Sweden now tied for the final 2 playoff spots. The U.S. lingering right behind with 5 losses. Scotland 4-6, still mathematically alive, along with Japan at 3-6. Norway 3-7 is out, along with Turkey, New Zealand, and Estonia. So 13 teams. The final 6 will be into the playoffs after tomorrow's round.